Alright then. So, our band of adventurers, the God's Heading, have arrived at the city of Mithrilhammer, seeking to provide information in regards to the Wardens of the Worldfire, and for Trufnar to reclaim his title as leader of the Glowhammer clan. During your initial day within Mithrilhammer, you were able to gain access to the Shortfolk district, a normally dwarven exclusive area. There, Trufnar was reunited with what remains of his family. Trufnar's a girl now, shush. Through several arguments and discussions, Trufnar decided to have Holvik join him in the Mithrilhammer Keep, where a meeting was taking place between ambassadors to the Gilmesh hordes and the king. Through that meeting, it was decided, at least for now, that the dwarves would not aid the Gilmesh horde, nor the Johanians in their war, with a further discussion to be made several weeks from now. The second meeting resulted in the king allowing Trufnar to be leader of the clan, though co-leading with Holvik, under the basis that the two of them would need to bring Glowhammer closer to what it was in its glory days, before the next meet of the great clans, 15 years from now. With this in mind, Trufnar began the arduous steps to put a plan in motion while the rest of you went out, bought stuff, and prepared for the next leg of your journey, wherever that may be. In that time, a week has passed, as you wait for various commissions to be completed. So, Trufnar, you said that you wanted to make a little festival or something like that, or a contest during that week. Is that correct?
Aye.
Alright.
Well, as a way to raise a bit of money for the Fallen Grace, and maybe get some punters back in, it'd be a good idea to maybe put together some kind of some sort of tournament, some sort of arm wrestling tournament there, and put some of my own money or a bird tab or something as the grand prize, and see if we can get some folk to take part.
Okay. Yeah. To arrange a sort of contest like this, there is some capital that needs to obviously be put in, as we know from conventions. Roughly how much are you willing to spend of your own gold to arrange for this?
I don't know. How much have I got on me?
Keep in mind, it's just an arm wrestling tournament. It's not like a big festival, so it's not like it's going to cost an arm and a leg kind of deal. But it's just more of a question of helping to enhance.
How cheap is Trofnar?
Cheap as chips, they say.
Here's 5 copper. Get me a postage stamp saying, "Oh, you're arm wrestling here." Yeah.
Fucking.
No.
See, that just reminds me of, like, I imagine Nemesis going, "It's a banana. How much could it be? 10 gold?"
Yeah. That. Is that Schitt's Creek? No.
That is Arrested Development.
That's it.
Arrested Development. Which, honestly, I'd imagine Nemesis' mother is, like, exactly like that woman. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I imagine Nemesis' mother is more like... Wait, was it Linda in Black Friday?
Oh, yeah. Linda.
Yep.
Anyway, so roughly how much, and also for everyone else, is anyone helping Trufnar with getting the word out and helping getting this arranged at all, or are you just leaving it to him?
Against my better judgment, I will put in 100 gold.
I will put in 200 of my own money.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll throw in 100 as well.
Hold on, what's... calculator for basic maths.
That's 400 total.
I really want to give you 102 so that my goal is 1337, but I will resist.
Honestly, I will take as much as you can.
You know what, Nate? Take 2 out of there.
So hold on. So
What?
the fund
Why?
raised
Why
for
must you ruin things?
wrestling competition. So what we got? So it's 200 from 200 from Trofnar.
And then 100
Let's
from
put
the
money
other
in.
two.
Yeah, it'll be the same
And
amount.
Gratian's putting 15 gold. Oh, Gratian's putting in 200 gold, okay. And also as well, where are you hosting, like which district are you hosting this in?
Oh, it's gonna be held in the Fallen Grace.
So in the Shortfolk district.
Yes.
Okay. So
Actually,
Oh my god, they changed the thing.
what?
Yeah,
The sheet
they
changed.
changed layout.
Yes, they sure did.
Yeah.
I will put in 1 gold, so my gold is even.
Wow.
And that brings us to also even.
Oh my god. I do love I do love that, like, the idea of, like, we're all putting all of this money for an arm wrestling competition, and then Nemesis just reluctantly pulls out 1 gold piece, kisses it goodbye, gives it a little hug, and puts it on.
You know what? Because it's at this total now, I think I'll put in an additional 10 gold.
Oh,
Let's make it-
Jesus.
Let's make it an even 626 experiment.
Extra 10 from Delsin. Okay.
okay, so that is 2, 3, 4,
626.
626. Okay. So just to check again, you're hosting it in the Fallen Grace in the Shortford district, yeah? Or-
But as the organizer and being, having this, having a high clan's responsibility, I will say, is that enough money to have like a special poster printed for the Longfolk district, outside the Longfolk district, or inside the Longfolk district? Basically, say, contenders who want to take part meet on Central Road at this time to meet me, and I'll give you safe passage into the Shortfolk district.
It'll cost you about 50 gold to get that permission, because even though you're a high clansman, it is, the fact that the district is meant to be.
I know.
It's to prevent an abuse of your power, basically.
Which this is, to be honest.
Yeah, but so long, like you basically go to the guards. You discuss what it is. You explain the particular area which it's going to be. They are willing to allow escort to and from, but you are required to put down about 50 gold, just as sort of like an insurance, basically.
Okay, it's not a bribe to get them to look the other way or anything.
These damn tall folk destroying
right?
everything.
Okay, so extra 50 gold.
I mean, to be fair, since Tom mentioned conventions, like, that's kind of what they do.
Exactly.
When people, like, are gonna go and trash the place because they're dicks.
It's also as well the fact that, and Nemesis being a tall character yourself, the Shortfolk district is not designed for tall people.
Yeah.
It is cramped. In minus like the big roads and such, which even then it's still somewhat difficult. So you get the feeling when you pay the 50 gold, it's more in the event that any tall folk damage anything.
Yeah. What do you think? Okay, so as a group, what would be like an adequate like payment of entry into this competition? Because it's like a gold stick, quite steep.
Well, the thing is that usually drinks in general are like, 5 silver if they're really nice.
True.
High-end drink is usually like 1 to 5 silver, but your bog standard drinks is like 1 or 2 copper. So try and put that into normal conventional stuff.
So.
We're gonna have to. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so if that is the case.
So think like your bog standard is
the
just like your
fee-
normal pints and such, for example.
What, like the fee should be like 5 copper?
I was gonna say like 5.
We can't make it, gold. That's way too much.
Yeah.
That is true. Okay, yeah. Should we have 5 copper entry then? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, but then. Oh, but the only problem
Or
is.
you could make it a silver.
Actually, yeah. Should we? Actually, yeah. There you go. Let's just make it for ease. Let's just make it one silver piece. Yeah. For entrance into the competition.
Okay. And
I
it's
just
just.
feel like-
And is it just for those that are coming in, or is it just like for like those coming in for the contest, or just those that want to come in and just watch?
I think we should have it be like if people are joining the contest, they can join for free, but if they want to actually spectate.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Spectators. It's a silver piece of spectate, but yeah, if you want to take part, it's free. I'm guessing. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Because, we need to gain, like, a reputation first.
True.
So the silver not only.
Just
pays
imagine
for
Nem
admission-
giving him all this advice because, like, she's thrown so many parties.
Yeah, actually, yeah, she'd be a hell of a party planner. Okay, and yeah, what's the grand prize?
It would take a lot to forge a title belt, wouldn't it?
Membership into Clan Glowhammer. No. Actually,
Take my fate time.
pretty much. Yeah.
What is the
Be right back.
prize?
I mean, keep in mind you've already got a bunch of gold as is.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
for
we've
this.
got.
Yeah.
We
We can do standard gold, but if we want to do something special,
We can have just like a pot as well. Like some of this money goes towards
yeah,
some of the money that we make from people. Like
yeah, a
spectating and
portion
whatnot.
of it goes to the prize. We could throw
Yeah.
down maybe we could take part of the gold that we've pulled together, like 100 gold, use that as the prize, and then whatever else is added, take a portion of it and put it in that. I know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I know. Mate of mine used to run a pub quiz and do the same thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It used to be
100
like,
gold too much, but I feel like that would really attract attention.
yeah, I feel like, yeah, that would give intent of just like, come here and win 100 gold for arm wrestling.
And we have an absorbent amount of money. So,
True.
if we were
We
to
have a
do
lot of
that,
If we need to,
Yeah.
we can use some of that as well, right?
And also, would the banners have the God's Headache and Clan Glowhammer proudly present the Morris Glowhammer Memorial Invitational Arm Wrestling Tournament? Absolutely what it's called.
Okay, so go ahead and make
Oh, God, I want-
a charisma check with advantage.
Okay.
Can I give him inspiration on this?
Sure.
Okay.
helping
How-
him design it all.
Yep.
This is more
just-
about getting the word out.
Just me and
Well,
the,
we
made it
have
back
we
three.
have several very charismatic people, all
That is
for
true.
different reasons.
Yeah,
Just-
but because
I
it's
think Paul
Trofnar's
is
festival,
gonna
that's
just,
why
like,
he's doing the role.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Advantage with advantage on my charisma roll. 3, 2, 1, go.
15, okay.
Okay.
And you do have an
Okay.
If
inspiration
you want,
die.
you could add a D10 to
How do
that
I do
total.
inspiration again?
You just
It's now a D10.
yeah, you just roll a d10 and add that to your total.
D10. Holy crap,
Jesus,
Delson's
alright.
OP, man.
You're buying me some amazing crayons for this sign. Thank you.
It's because he's getting levels in his fucking bard shit.
23.
Bards at end
Okay,
level
great.
are fucking insane.
Yeah, it's
We
true.
are gods.
Alright, 23
23.
total. Okay. Alright. So, with the help of those that are assisting and getting the word out.
I was just gonna do like town crier stuff, by the way.
Right. So you're just.
I'm
How
big.
long is it
People
ta-
see me, and then I like just gonna yell about what.
Everyone in the entire city with biceps bigger than 8 inches suddenly had the exact same dream of an arm wrestling.
No, I'm just
That was messed
I'm
up.
just imagining Valif with the hat on, and because Valif doesn't really yell, him saying, hear ye, come
Yeah.
to the...
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so going through the various districts and such, you are able to get quite a bit of attention. While you don't obviously have an exact number of those that are coming, you are well into the double digits of people that are coming to attend. Maybe not to actually partake, but just to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So with that knowledge in mind, plus all of the amount of gold that you're putting into, it would probably cost in excess of about 300 gold in total for the supplies, getting the space around the Short Folk district, cordoned off and everything. Are you hiring anybody to help out at the event, or is it just going to be you 7?
I feel like you should get at least, a couple people.
We should hire some staff. Yes.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, yeah. So that goes into the
Into the pot.
Yeah, so that goes into the amount. So yeah, so that's about, I would say about 300 gold in total. You're able to get several staff. You're able to arrange stuff. You actually sort of rent out a nearby pubs just in the event that any of those get too bladdered to get back to their own abode. It's not huge per se, and it is still down a dingy old alleyway, but
You're racist.
Oh no, I got my elf twinks confused. Fuck. Oh, I'm not allowed to be here anymore. Fuck.
but overall, you think that you've got a decent enough place. So, and this is obviously over the course of the week and such. So if it's anything that the rest of you do during that week, by all means, speak up about it, because after that we'll go to the quote-unquote main event, which is the contest.
All right. Well, first, I'd like my shield back. My upgraded shield.
Okay.
I have people yelling, so I'm gonna type it in chat.
Yep. Okay. Yep. So you go back to. I need to open up the sheet for the shop because I have it closed. There we go. You head back to Augustus's Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
He is, you can see that he's just sort of placing down a few more various items and such. But as you come in, he, just picks up the shield. It's got it's not the neatest of jaws, but you can see there's a small, sort of, almost like a pebble in the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're there you go. That's your vicious mockery. Like how the spell normally works, yeah?
It hurts people's feelings.
In a way. No, Hellish Rebuke, that was it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I was confused. I was like, wait.
Sorry, that's another project. That's another project I'm working on. Sorry.
That would have been fantastic, though.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, Hellish Rebuke. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, it kind of does. Right. So, it's prime, ready to go. You just need to decide what the activation word is for it. You gotta get right up close to it and just loudly say what it is, and then it'll work.
All right.
So he hands you back the shield.
I am gonna make the activation word "fuck" in Infernal.
You watch as a glyph.
I think Fortune will get a kick out of that.
You watch as a glyph appears on the pebble before it fades out. Right. Okay. Interesting choice of word, but there you go. One enhanced shield. Be careful, because that thing's probably not going to be able to be upgraded any more than it is.
Can I test it for a moment? Or will it not respond if I hit it?
Typically, when you cast a spell and it... oh, right, that's a thing. Small catch with that shield. You gotta attune to it.
All right. And how long do you think that would take?
About an hour.
All right. That's perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and take my shield. Do I owe him anything, or did I just give him the money?
I think he said, like, he offered it, but then you just paid the amount up front.
All right. Yep. Okay. That sounds like me.
All right. So is that everything, or are you interested in buying some more stuff?
Unfortunately, I don't think that we'll stay here long enough to get my other things enchanted. But if I'm ever in town again, I know where to come.
Well, I wasn't talking about enchanting. I was talking about just flat out buying stuff I've made.
I'd have to ask my group about it.
Oh, all right. Well, you know where I am. So, yeah, just come back whenever.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeet myself out the door.
Yeah. So it takes about an hour, but your shield is now attuned to you. So the
Yay.
Hellish Rebuke spell will work. Basically, just note down that it will only work once a day.
Okay.
But it is the equivalent of the Hellish Rebuke spell.
Can I even edit my kite shield thing? I don't think I can.
Alright, yeah. I'll just set it so that you can.
Yay.
Since I know what it does. So I'll know if you've accidentally put in, oh, it gives me plus 99 AC.
I mean, we could just have another note up in our thing, like with the robes of Featherfall and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't want to clothe the place with handouts.
True.
Alright.
I just like that we
There
have
you go.
that robe of Featherfall because my boots are Featherfall and I constantly forget that.
Alright. What about everyone else? So I see, Fortune, you've said your stuff, so... Yeah, you're able to, you're able to get your ring. And you send off your letter. It'll cost you 2 gold for it to be sent all the way over to... where was it? It was Underrock. Yeah, Underrock.
Mm-hmm.
Because
There's the ring in a fancy box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're able to get... I think you already asked it for it to be in a fancy box anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
It's special.
I'm so frightened.
Be frightened.
Alright. What about everyone else then?
I was going to check out that magic shop that Nem was at.
Alright, okay.
Just
We'll
see what they have.
Yeah, okay. So you head over to... well, let's go with Valor first, Tom, since he's already said what he's doing. Or are you joining him?
Yeah, I was actually going to go there to see if I could get some sending scrolls made.
Okay.
I said that, but I didn't realize I was muted.
Ah, right, gotcha. Okay, we'll say the two of you go together then.
Works for me.
Alright. So, it isn't the same day that Nemesis gets her shield. We'll say it's a day after, just for pacing and such. But you arrive in Augustus's Arcana. He's just kind of there, just writing on some parchment. As you come in, it's like, oh, hello there. Rolls up the parchment, just like puts it underneath the bar. The counter. That was it. Brain. Why? So, welcome to... I'm pretty sure this isn't this, but I'm doing low maintenance voices for now. Welcome to Augustus Arcana, then. Can I help any of you?
I was just curious as to what exactly you had. One of our traveling companions came by and said you had some things.
Tall ass, like, weird, creepy eyes.
Yes.
Weird creepy eye.
Oh yeah, she's got no pupils.
Yeah, she got no pupils.
Neither does Valith, which is why Valith is like, yes, exactly. They're creepy. I agree. Like mine.
They are
Yeah, it's
pretty.
like,
They're pretty.
Right, I can see that you're part of the same group. Gotcha. Right. I got some stuff. Cheap stuff, expensive stuff, regular stuff. What are you looking for?
Nothing in particular. Do you have any potions or
Nah, I'm not an alchemist, mate. Not an alchemist.
Anything- Basically, I just want to. What does he have that doesn't need attunement? Is what I'm curious because I'm all
Did you
full
get
of
something that
attunement
Nixie?
stuff. So,
Who? What was that I just heard?
I don't know what that was in the background.
Right. Stuff that don't need attunement. Right. Well, I got a bunch of party gifts. So reaches down and pulls out a pouch. Now he sort of just dumps it down. It sort of splits open a bit, and you see several stones sort of drop down. So these are oddly similar to a name of a clan here. They're glowstones. Picks one up and he just slams it down hard on the ground, and you watch it sort of emits this sort of yellow glow. One use only, but they light up in a random colour. Couldn't tell you which one. I got a bag of them, so place of these. I've also got. He pulls out. Looks to be almost like a hockey puck, almost. He sort of just puts down a small crate of them, picks up one and says, "So this one is a speaking stone." Slams it down. About 5 seconds, the object goes, "A speaking stone." Records what you said. Then about a minute later, it'll say it when you slam it down. This can be used multiple times. Place it in. Then we start getting to the more expensive stuff. So it reaches down and pulls out what appears to be a shard of metal, though it has almost like a black iron sheen on it. So this kind of useless as is, but don't know if you're interested in ancient arcane relics, shall we say? This is a shard from a void-tainted shield. Very rare to find these.
Ooh.
Another one?
Oh, you mean you've seen one before?
Oh yes, actually.
In fact, I have one.
You have a fragment of one.
Fragment of one. Okay.
Yeah.
Still. It's the fact he's very rare. It's like you can't find many. He's like, we have one. It's like, what?
Huh.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, this came to me about 2 days ago. Was dug up in one of the mines. That's
Do you happen to know which mine?
I don't fucking know. I don't ask. It's being looked at right now by the silversmiths just to see if it's after the whole disaster that happened in Platinum Hold. They're not taking any chances. I couldn't tell you. Beyond that, the last thing I've got that I just finished today, actually, and places down. It looks like a glass eye, almost. He places it down, sort of twists it over. You can see that it's actually an eye that's been cut in half and sealed in glass. But as you look at the back part of it, you can see it sort of gradually fades into a dark void.
Okay, listen. We've played Final Fantasy 14. We know.
I have no idea what this is.
I don't actually know what you're referring to here on this one, Peach.
Oh, Nidhogg's eyes.
Yeah. So
Not
Don't
quite.
test it.
Not quite, but
that's by a dragon.
So excuse how it looks. This was all I had, but this here is a scrying eye. So once a day, you can look into the back of it. You can look into the eye, and you can use a scrying spell.
How much is that?
It's about 6,000 gold, lad.
Oh,
Ugh.
that is quite pricey. And
It's a pricey spell.
It is.
It is.
The rest of the items, what prices did you have for them?
So the shield fragment is 3,000. because it's usually complete void stuff goes for a lot more if you can find a seller for it. Also, I got no use for it, but you don't just willingly hand out void stuff. I had to make very sure that this thing is safe. The messengers is 2 silver for the speaking plates, as I call them. The glowstones, it's about 400 of them, and they're about 2 copper apiece.
For 100, I'll take all of the glowstones and speaking stones that you have.
Right, okay.
Speaking stone.
I got 50 speaking stones.
Okay, I should say I guess I don't need all of them. But I'll take all the glowstones, because those would be fun. Just for the party, at the very least.
Alright. Just because I did.
That's like 4 gold, I'm pretty sure.
8 gold.
Oh, 8 gold, okay.
Alright, so that's 8 gold for the glowstones. So you hand him the 8 gold, he just hands the whatchamacallit, the actual sack full of the glowstones. And how much are you looking for the message plates?
That'll do 5.
5, alright. That's that'd be 2 gold then. I think 1 sec. No, that's 1 gold.
Okay.
I nearly accidentally swindled my own players. God, it's almost like I'm role playing a merchant right now.
Then yeah, I can't buy the other stuff. How much was the scrying eye? It was 6,000, you said?
Yeah, 6,000 gold.
Alrighty. Well, let me think. I think my friend had something he'd like you to make, I believe.
Oh yeah, sorry lad. What is it that you're after?
Could you make some scrolls of sending by any chance?
It's going to take a few days to make them. I've got 2 of them right now.
How much?
Well, for the scrolls I got now, or to make the more scrolls?
Both. For both.
Right, so to buy these ones that are already made, that's going to cost you... We'll say, because your friend here has bought a bunch of stuff, we'll say 75 gold each for the 2 scrolls that I got currently. And for making them, I can only make 1 scroll every 2 or 3 days, so, and if I'm going to be focusing on that, we'll say 85 per scroll you want me to make.
I'll just have 1 made then.
1 made, alright, so... And both these scrolls?
Yes.
Alright, so that's 150 for both them scrolls, and further 80... Yeah, let's bring it down to 80, since you're buying these from me as well. So that'll be... You can either give me the full amount now, or you can give me 40 now and 40 when I'm done.
I'll give him the full amount for all of it.
Alright. Done. Alright. Alright then. So,
and actually, was there... What did you have for other magic items? Even ones you could attune to?
Oh, ones that you can attune to. I've got,
Yes.
Let me see. So, like, reaches down, and so, like, pulls out. They appear to be 6, but you, as a person that knows a little bit about the arcane, know them as wands.
Nice.
Right, so, I've got, Wand of Firebolt. I've got a Wand of Featherfall, and then I got this one here. This one is a Wander Feeble Mind.
Interesting.
Though, just gonna say right now, if you can't afford the Scrying Eye, I don't think you're gonna be able to get the Feeble Eye one. Feeble Eye is a much higher spell than that one.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Well,
actually...
Thank you anyway. Thank you anyways. Actually, well, the Wand of Featherfall.
Wand of Featherfall. This one, it's got about 5 charges in it. It will refresh every day. It'll cost you... Let's go with 2,000 for it.
Oh. Well, then never mind.
Fair enough. It's fine. You look like one of the magic types anyway. I bet you got that spell hidden somewhere. So, like, takes the wands and just place them under.
I think that's everything for me.
Alright, and what about you, lad?
I think that's all for me, because I don't know if I can afford that void shard now.
Alright. Just come back in 2 days, lad, and we'll have you another sending scroll.
I shall make sure to be here.
And for the record, with a week time skip, you're currently on day 2 at the moment.
Sure.
Got it.
Oh yeah, I'd just like to say that I'm going to study Infernal for the rest of the week because I don't require a check on that anymore. It's just a matter of
When?
getting
not
it done.
if.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so Grayson's just helping out. I think that's everyone covered up until the event. Well, I mean, you Trofnar, are working on arranging this tournament.
Yeah, I know. But I'm trying to think of a way to get Holmvik involved. Get that lazy ass doing something.
Just make him work. Make him, like, clean up after all those fucking drunk people.
Ah, you, my brother, my beloved co-chief, you have been promoted to the position of head of the janitorial staff. Wear your crown with honor, good sir.
Thankfully for Holvik, that one is kind of been resolved as is, because as you mentioned this, like, and you mentioned like, oh, you got a lot of stuff. Holvik's here, they're like, aye, that's great. And Nelson says, oh no, you think I'm doing this? No. One of you two are helping out behind the bar, whether you like it or not.
Come on, this was my idea. I've got a bit of a reputation in arm wrestling. To be honest, and with the amount of grief you've been putting your sister through, I think it's only about time that you helped out behind the bar. Little brother.
Yeah,
of course he's an arrogant shit when he comes to arm wrestling. Of course he is.
Yeah, even though he lost.
Shush! Hush your gums, liar.
Oh, no.
Liar?
Alright.
Oh no.
Swear to God, that fucking bounty hunter's gonna be there.
Yeah,
I'm telling ya.
Before the tell you what, before the event takes place, I want to take Nemesis to one side.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Let's go. Look, Nim.
What?
You know the that bounty hunter I ran into before?
How could I forget?
Aye. The lad's a keen arm wrestler, so chances are he'll show up here, so you need to hide while the event's going on.
Oh. I see.
Look, I don't... This event's a bit of an uphill struggle as it is. I don't need a group of orc bounty hunters ruining the whole thing trying to capture you.
Maybe that wouldn't be a problem if you didn't do something beforehand.
I
Remember?
I do remember, and like you can like visibly see Trofna like squirming and looks like feeling guilty for himself. And like, yeah, I
For
do.
himself.
I know, I fucked up, so I'm trying to make amends here and make sure you don't get hauled off back to your mum in chains. So please, for your safety and my sanity, I don't want to see. It'll be best if you, I don't know, find a spot to hide away from the competition just for the day until they all bugger off back to the gates. You know.
Fine. That's fine. I'll go and
And
hide up in my room in the inn because
And
of
if you
your
like-
mistakes.
if you like to make you happy, you can take your 1 gold back.
It's really not about the money, Trothnar. You're asking me to go into hiding because of a mess that you created specifically to not cause trouble for you.
Wait.
It's shitty, but I agree. For
Would you
my
like to
own
be-
safety.
Hey, would you like to be hauled off in chains back to your mum? Because
I don't think that you should mention that at all. It's your fault that I'm in this predicament. No, I wouldn't like to be
honest-
hauled off in chains, as you say, to my mother.
to be honest, Nim, he knows your face. Chances are, even if I didn't dob you in before, and if he saw your face again, he might have put 1 and 2 together and then realised who you are.
He wouldn't have the insight, though. Because of someone else's faults. I also wouldn't have to be, living in fear right now. Stop trying to argue your way out of it. You fucked up. I'm going to stay in my room anyways. But I want you to know that part of this is your fault.
For the record, the Fallen Grace has no rooms.
Yeah, it's just a tavern where you can drink. There's no room.
No, but I have a room at the other inn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
that's
I'm
what
saying.
you're referring to. Gotcha.
I know it was my mistake and I fucked up. I know that. I know that abundantly clear. But I'm trying to make sure that I don't fuck up again. And my first attempt at trying to get some money behind my family's business and get some kind of a name out for it ends in a massive bloodbath and you being slapped and chained and hauled off south is not how I want it to go.
That's not how I want it to go either. You know why? Because I want to make sure that this goes well for you. Because unlike you, I have a brain and somehow a heart. I didn't even realize that I had one of those compared to other people. As I said,
I don't know
I'll
him.
do it, but I'm not going to be happy about it.
If it make you happy, you can go and beat the shit out of him. I know what he's doing.
Why would I do that? That would just cause more attention to be brought to me.
Alright, fine.
Frankly, I'm not even upset about the bounty hunter. It's to be expected. I'm upset that I couldn't trust you.
How many times do I have to say I'm sorry?
Do you know what it was like for me there?
Where?
Home. With that woman. I'm sure that all of you think that it was sunshine and rainbows and I had everything catered to me, right?
Yeah, Trothan just sort of looks at you.
You know what I had to do to earn those privileges? There were days where I wasn't allowed to sleep until I learned the proper posture, until I held my fork correctly. I was tortured until I was a perfect statuesque idol. I know that everyone calls me princess and makes fun of me, but the truth is that when I see hell, I see that place. And I don't want to go back there. And I thought that I could at least trust this group to not drag me down there again.
Do you think that if he actually found you, he would have left this city alive? I think anyone who tried to come and take you away from us would not end up in a shallow grave in some forgotten woodland glade. Do you not know that?
That's not the point, Trothnar. I realize that this is a bad situation and that there isn't going to be a good option for me. But the point is that I was supposed to trust you and have faith in you. It isn't your fault that these things are happening to me, but it is your fault that you betrayed me. I come from a world where people sell each other out to climb. And I need to know that I can have faith in you not to do that.
I know that there was no gain. It was a stupid decision made over 10 seconds, and trying to save my own skin and thinking, okay, if I decline this man's offer over this thing, instantly he would mark me as suspicious and beat the living hell out of me until I told him what he wanted. Or I agreed and I won and we'd be fine, or I agreed and I lost and the same outcome would have happened. It was a split-second decision of what I thought was right. I am sorry.
That's not what you told me beforehand. You told me that you were confident that you'd win anyways.
I thought we'd been travelling long enough for you to realise all this bravado and confidence is a facade. It's all fake.
Oh no, I'm aware that it's fake. But I'd at least prefer for you not to lie to me about it. Or, pretend to care about me. That's the part that I don't know. Is if you're actually just faking your bravado, or if you're faking your care for me. Which side's true, Trothnar? Is it both? Is it one?
I hated my family as well. I remember my father desperately coming home every night and having no time for me. Always with precious Morris, and I just wanted his happiness, and no matter how many times I got the shit beaten out of me by the captain of the guard to toughen me up, and all the 5 a.m. drills when I was 8, and just to breed me to become a fucking fighting so I could swing an axe, and turns out that's all I know how to do. And then trying to claim some honor from him, and it ended up becoming an even bigger monster than living in fear and being spat and being either considered an outsider and spat at, or considered a monster on multiple levels by my countrymen, and either being strung up from a tree or chased out of town. Trust me, I care for Nemesis because I see a lot of you in me, and I see someone who I desperately don't want to make my mistakes. Alright?
If you understand that and you feel that way, then act like it.
Aye. And I sort of run my hands down my face and through my beard and stand up and walk out.
All right.
That was intense.
Yeah.
It was.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus.
Role playing.
So, you want to help Fortune with stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, Fortune is just looking around finding.
Now on to happier subjects.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah. It's a little.
Tall lady and midget who hate each other talk about their shared trauma. Yay!
Yeah.
It is a little bit difficult to find quote unquote date spots or fancy places, considering you're inside a mountain, and it's not like Platinum Hold where the entire place the city sits in is hollowed out.
Is there any water that goes through the city at all? Like natural aquifers and stuff that might
Does it have plumbing?
have a little waterfall or something maybe?
There is aqueducts.
Okay. That's the closest thing that I could think of, but then it might be an aqueduct, so it might be a weird just gross water.
Yeah, no, it's there's. I mean, the aqueduct flows from the top area, so there obviously is, because some people might be grabbing from it, say with buckets and such. There is a chance of it being less, pure and such, because it might be grit or stuff in there.
Yeah, a little bit foul to some extent.
Contaminated.
There's rats in it.
Thankfully, not contaminated and such, because Trofno, as you would know, it's against the law to basically defoul the aqueducts, given that
that's our only source of water for the fucking city. Don't go ruining it.
Yep.
You can't.
Are there rats?
I'm gonna be drinking your piss, thank you.
There is rats, but the aqueduct is in a way that it's a closed-off aqueduct. It's not open, barring a few areas where it runs level with the ground area of the city.
Hmm.
But even then,
Now
it's
I'm just
grates
worried
and
that
such.
they're gonna crawl in the sewers.
just like Charlie and Frank foraging for coins and shit.
It's a sewer. That's kind of part of the course. Anyway. Eventually, the day arrives of the tournament. Because of that role, you were not only able to get quite a number of people involved, but because you rolled so high, the representatives from the other clans also decide to join in.
Hell yeah!
The High King is not there, but the other ones, Lele, Marek, and Terif and Ild, all appear. So overall, just from admission fees alone, you make 8 gold.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
What
So
percentage of the
Oh, we should have added a fucking drinking contest to this, but you know what? This is
we
fine.
can honestly throw that in if you want. That can be easily arranged.
Yes, but I want to use the flavor
Right,
bombs. Okay, we have to use
That's
the
for next
flavor
time.
bombs,
That's for
and we
next
have
time.
to charge fancy numbers for it.
This is the first event, and I've got 15 years to solve this shit. So we've
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
yeah,
We
so
got time.
about 8 people show up, various races. A few Dragonborns, a few humans. Some of the adventurers from the gates are also in attendance. Gash is one of them.
Okay.
But you lead everyone over to the Fallen Grace. It's a little bit cramped because of its location, but
I'm guessing we've
overall,
like cleared out all the chairs and the seats, so it's like a big open space.
yeah, like everything is like up against the wall and such. There's a few people sitting down and everything. There's a few grumbles here and there, but for the most part, they're just not really arse. They know that once they get a few pints in them, they'll, just get back to what they normally do. So, for the arm wrestling contest, how much is the winning pot?
Good question. How much? Wait, so how much on expenses did we spend from the money pool we made earlier?
300 gold.
300. What's a good size of prize? 150.
Maybe 100 for first place, 50 gold for second place. That way there's at least something.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, I just realized Gracian's right. Like, Chaldar could literally just like turn them in and get like half his debt gone.
Wait. What do you mean?
Like he could sell Nemesis off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like, what's the bounty on her?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good question.
You haven't actually, you never asked Gash what the bounty was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
basically.
we have a small prize for third place?
Like 10 gold.
Yeah.
Hand Nemesis back to her mum and sell Valis into slavery, and all my problems will be solved.
Fuck.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
This is how
that
Trofnar
wouldn't be the
goes
most.
like evil.
This is how Trofnar becomes the big bad evil guy.
No, more like that's where Nemesis and Volith become evil, and then that's like the most terrifying duo of vengeance.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, the darkness and the light batting. Oh, like cloak and dagger.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a good idea. First prize is 100 gold. Runner up is 50 gold.
Okay.
Excuse me.
What is the
Excuse me?
carnival music?
Has Delson manufactured a one-man band and is wandering around? Is that what that was?
That's what we spent the rest of the 150 gold on. His fucking one-man band.
Okay. So
It's come to other people help with the music.
Okay, so do you just go straight to the arm wrestling contest, or do you just let people like drink and everything for a bit?
I'm gonna just like crack a bunch of those glowstones and just litter the place with them.
Okay.
Yeah, get an atmosphere. Yeah.
Yep. Augustus never told you how long that they last, but
I have no idea.
But you kind of realize that each one appears to last about an hour.
Okay.
But like as you do it, like you sort of like you just sort of slam them down to the ground. On a few occasions, as you just like shook one, it sort of like bounces off into their forehead, and like they get angry to begin with. But then when they see it glow, it's like right, whoa, just like pick it up and look at it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shiny.
Yeah,
I shall just provide.
I'm just like doing the flower girl thing where I'm just like tossing them around.
Yeah, unfortunately, you do have to throw them with quite a bit of force. It's like those things where it's like a bag with gunpowder and two stones in it, 2 bits of flint. You have to like slam it down in order to make it.
You get them at the circus and at the fair.
Yeah. Those
And
guys,
also,
those-
actually, I'll like crack them on to just show people what they do, and then I'm just gonna start selling them. See how many I can sell.
How much are you selling them for?
Silver pop.
Silver.
How
Okay.
subtle are you being with this selling?
I'm just gonna like. I'm gonna let people. I'll sell. Here I'm gonna be pretty casual about it. I'm not gonna be like actively like yelling that I'm trying to sell these things, but I'll
Can
Do
I
you want some
do like
rocks?
the carny thing where I'm just gonna like show people what they are, and then if someone
Yeah,
You really just
you're
imagine
the
the
guy.
ones in
You're
a
the guy
trench
walking
coat.
around with
Okay.
the tray with all the goodies on it.
yeah, and it's like
Yeah,
here, look,
yeah,
use
I've
my
been-
stuff.
I've been to clubs where people do that. Yeah.
Go ahead and make a
I-
persuasion
yeah.
check, Valif.
Persuasion check. Okay.
Yeah, this is less to see like if you succeed and more how many. Okay, all right.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And so thinking about the people involved,
Can we snort it?
Yeah, complimentary.
I'm sure there's
like,
someone.
you
Yeah.
sell 43 of them.
Shit.
Nice.
While he's doing this, can I tap? I can't reach, so I'll tap. I'll tap Valif like on the side, and just go. I hope that's going toward your business here is going towards the proceeds, big man.
Of course. Where else would it be going?
I wonder. I wonder where with your big pockets there. I wonder where it could be going.
Well, of course not, Sharpknife. This is all for you. And then I'll give you. I'll just in a whole bunch of silver.
Dump in my hand.
Yeah.
I don't know, if Trotner like went up to me and did that, I'd be like, well, it was, but now.
Well, yeah, but that's
Okay.
the difference. That's the difference between them and Val.
And,
Yeah.
And Elson, what did you say you were doing?
I am providing atmospheric music and trying to sweet talk people into getting a bit more alcohol.
Go ahead and make a performance
Wait,
check
wait,
and a
wait.
persuasion check.
Nice.
I'm good at these.
God, I would have laughed if it was a natural one. Like, that would have been the best.
It'd be like that one clip of the marching band with the fucked up trumpet.
All the
That would be
that-
amazing, to be
all
honest.
that video, all that video of like of like the kid in the high school band playing the national anthem, and he does like the cymbals, but drops on by accident, and then just starts saluting.
Okay.
Salute. Okay. It's so funny.
All right. Okay. You do get a few bits of copper and silver thrown your way for your performance. We'll say you make about, in terms of coppers and various coppers and silvers, you make about 7 or 8 gold. 8 gold. We'll say 8 gold.
Nice.
Since you're all so fucking high, because bards. There is a lot of drinks being sold. You don't know how much the Fallen Grace is making, but given the smile on Nilsson's face, it looks like this is the most clientele she's had in a long time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go over to pretty much like representatives of like all the clans there now?
No, only the ones that were at the meet. The meet that happened before.
Can I go over to the ones the clans from the meet
Sure.
and have a word?
Yeah, you can see they're kind of, they're nearer to the bar and they're just kind of like leaning back and talking and such.
Okay, let's go.
Illid isn't paying much attention, she's just like drinking.
Like, no, I did not expect to see you like you lads here.
It'll just like place the canteen down. Oh, well, you know, arm wrestling contest, ale. It's been pretty fucking boring.
Fair enough. And I'm guessing you're here to see the first act in the rebirth of Clan Glowhammer then.
Mayek speaks up. Look, lad, we know what you did. We know what your clan did. But some of us kind of just glares over at Terif, are willing to help see what happens. If you turn around like you said, then I'm more than willing to side with you. Terif just kind of like gives Mayek a bit of a stink eye.
Aye, don't worry. I won't let you lads down. Like, I've got a long way to go, but I'll do whatever it takes. Anyway, Are you lads looking to take part?
Oh, me? No. I'm a stonesmith lad, not a fighter. Lele says. I would, but I'm not exactly the stature that you need. Illid is. Illid's just there, like, finishing another chug of ale. Aye! And Tariff is being a little bitch. I'm not being a little bitch, I'm not interested in this.
Oh come on! What a moment to prove to the people why the great clans are so great.
That's beyond the point. I'm a speaker for the clan. I'm not. It speaks up. Aye, but you go ahead and work out on a routine every day. You see, she's slurring a bit. Every day I go on, I do this and that and those, but you're not gonna make use of it. You're a bitch. I'm not. Hilda, I think you've drank too much. No such thing.
Yeah.
Just like finishes drink and it's like, hey, Ulvik, another one. Just like throws the tankard down onto the counter.
I step away and just see if I can grab Nellie's attention.
All right. She's very busy. He's just like, Ulvik. That's by Ulvik's like, just like, just so like goes to deal with the other ones as Nelly shows up. All right, you got a minute? What's up?
I just cut the big lad off. He's had enough. I don't want to fight here.
You're aware that she's gonna fight whether you cut her off or not, right?
Aye, but I don't want. She looks heavy. I don't want to have to pick her up off the floor.
Oh, Ulvik will do it.
Shrothar fat shaming.
Also, don't let her hear you say that. She's general of the Dwarven forces for a reason.
Why do you think I came over here? Anyway.
Look, I'll try to delay getting her drinks, but better she gets them than not in kicking off.
Something glass.
I know, right? Troth a big lad himself. And let's go. Well, it looks like you've got your hands full, so I won't. I'll leave you to it.
Aye, do your little arm wrestling thing. I'm busy, and she just walks off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Leave.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, in that case, I guess it's time to get this show on the road.
Okay. All right. So you head into the middle. You sort of like start to beckon people more to the sides. You start like shifting, and a few of the helpers that you've got also start like moving stuff around. There's a few grumbles and such, but then when it's like mentioned like the arm wrestling contest is starting, like someone's like, all right, and they just sort of start smushing over to the edge until eventually in the middle there is nothing but a single table and a set of chairs.
Okay. So now in front of these. Now it's all set up. I sort of take a breath, sort of stand tall, puff up my chest, and just go. Right, welcome everyone to the Morris Glowhammer Memorial Invitational. We have gathered people from all over the districts here in Mithralhammer. It's time to figure out who here is truly the strongest and mightiest in the world of arm wrestling. Right, so you've all drawn lots. Now the first two contenders, please step forward.
As you're doing this thing as well, like you just occasionally like when it mentions it's Morris, you do hear like a few people start breaking out into the song, that sings about his demise, but they're promptly stopped. Like you see a bunch of rowdy ones like start again, only to see like Gash like heavily elbow one of them in the side of the head. When I hear people start doing that, I'm like while making the speech, like that's kind of what starts like throwing me off a little bit. And I'm like, yeah. All right.
Right, so first two contenders step forward.
Okay. So, to avoid this going on for about 5 hours, we'll just summarize the wheat from the chaff, shall we say?
Yeah.
So out of all the people out of the 80 people, 14 step in. The notable ones is Ild, Gash. You see, like the human woman that you saw at the bar. The two Dragonborns that you also saw at the bar as well. Fuck, I've forgotten his name. The old dwarf.
Oh, nice.
The creepy one.
Yes, that one. It's been 2 weeks.
Weird pervert, yeah.
Oh, what the fuck was his name? I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh,
Borothan.
right.
Borothan.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
And the rest are ones which you have never seen before.
Cool.
So the contest begins. It's used. You see, Gash is one of the first ones in, going up against what appears to be a human. And it's funny, the human steps forward, like he obviously hasn't drunk as much, like he's got his head held high, like he's, feeling very confident of himself. He sits down, looks smug, looking for his opponent. And then you watch as Gash steps forward, like deliberately, like heavy-footed, and you just watch as his smile just drops, and it's like, oh no.
I've made a mistake.
Yeah, that ends very quickly.
Oh god.
Yeah,
that was.
Gash loses horribly, if you can believe. No, Gash. Gash just you watch as a human push as hard as he can onto Gash, and he's just there almost tired, and you just watch he just slowly. He just walks away. Ild is one of the other ones that wins her round. The two Dragonborns, one of them is a copper scale one, the other one is a black scale one. They actually face off against each other, with the copper scale one winning. The human woman that you recognize, also. We'll get to yours in a just after this, Fortune, since it's kind of a main event thing.
Yeah.
So with the ones that you know, it's Gash, the human female,
and the copper scale Dragonborn.
Yep. Barthen also wins his.
Good for him.
All right. So you run into a problem though.
Oh god.
14 people partook.
Oh, so it's gonna be an odd number. It's gonna be down to 7.
Yep.
Shite. Alright. And I think, again, I'm now it's down to 7. I step forward and go, alright. Looks like we got a bit of a problem here. Someone hasn't got a competition this time around.
Yeah, it'll speak up. Hey, Sheriff! Come on! This is gonna be perfect! She is fucking hammered. Sarah's like,
Yeah, I look over to, what's the name of the gnome lady from before?
It is, once I screwed up and got it, I've got so many names I gotta keep track of.
Who was the one who was huffing and puffing just then?
That was Tariff.
Oh, Tariff.
The female Goliath.
I just look over to Tariff and just give her like a knowing glance, and then just go. Alright, I guess if it's alright with all of you lot, looks like I might have to be Ild's opponent for this round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well. And I suppose I just saunter over, do a crack of the knuckles, and you notice that I try to crack my knuckles, but it makes no sound. And then I sort of shake, and then I sort of stand, and then I just stand next to Ild.
Alright, if that's the case, then the first one is you and Ild.
Nice. First is Ild.
Alright. You can see that even though she's very much drunk, like her eyes are still very focused on this. You get the feeling that this is a lady that is used to fighting drunk.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh,
for fuck's sake, is she a fucking
drunken
Oh
master?
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay. This is by right show now. Oh, bollocks.
She
Okay.
probably won't be a drunken master, since when you saw her, she was in full plate, and monks don't use
Yeah, true.
plate.
I don't know, that could have just been for show.
Fuck. She took the tavern brawler feet. No.
Alright.
Okay. Let's get the show on the road.
Okay, strength check.
if you lose, I'm taking it. So I'm her wife. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. 21.
Alright, not with advantage, but yeah, either way,
Yeah,
21.
but it's still the first roll.
Oh yeah, you just kind of like, she's just like, oh, this one's got fire in him. Alright, another roll. So you are currently leaning
15.
over. Just there, like, you watch she grits her teeth and brings the hands back into the middle. Alright, another roll. Fucking! Again? Okay.
No.
You just, the momentum keeps going and your hand's like close to touching the edge here. Here we go again.
Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. 3, 2, 1. Fuck.
No.
Ah.
You're definitely getting old. Your knuckles slam against the table as Ild basically
Alright. Alright, fair. Like, you won that one fair and square, although. By the look of it, you've been drinking this place dry.
not the best stuff I had, but hey, if you're here, you're here.
Hey, I own this promotion. I couldn't put myself over. That's just blatant. Hey, the people in the chat, thank you. Okay, like, alright, going forward to the next round. Eld, let's do like and I raise her hand and give her a handshake.
Alright.
Hold on, lass.
So I'm just making sure.
And I just wave over to Holman to get me a drink.
Alright, he passes you the drink. Nelly just kind of
what
like.
drink is it?
It is ale. Nelly does like eye it, just like looks at you, looks over over at the tavern and just gives a small nod.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, and then I just start drinking it in the back next to Tarfin and that lot.
Alright. So with the rest of the rounds, the other two random people that made it through that you don't recognize go up against each other. Both of them dwarfs. One of them is a red-bearded dwarf, the other one's a black-bearded one. The black-bearded one wins. Gash goes up against the copper scale dragonborn that you see. And even though he struggles a bit, he also makes it. The female human goes up against Barathon. And as he, like, gets ready, you see him, like, lick his lips and sort of leer it. The human female looks very uninterested.
Oh,
And-
Barathon. Oh, you crazy.
And as you kind of like, you know, mark it to go, you just hear a massive slam as a human female just like slams his arm just instantly on the other side. Just,
Fucking kill him.
just stands up and walks back into the crowd. There is a pause there, and Barathon's just there looking shocked before you hear like, "Rah!"
Yeah, I just look over to Barathon and just stifle a laugh.
Alright, so this far in, I didn't have the results predetermined, so this is going to be fun. So, let me just... Okay. Alright.
So it's Ild, Blackbeard, Copper Scale and...
No. Copper Scale lost to Gash.
It's
Gash, the female human, Ild, and the black-bearded dwarf.
Okay.
And because of
My money is on Ild.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but if I could.
Yeah, at this point now, you are starting to hear some people like mutter about like betting and such, like saying like, "Yeah, I bet you that one's gonna win. I bet you Ild's gonna do it. Nah, the dwarf. Nah, them adventuring folk. One of them two gonna make it." So it starts with Ild versus the Blackbeard dwarf.
Okay.
So I'm just going to. That can be Ild. That can be the Blackbeard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We should be taking a cut of the bets. Yeah. Come on, rogues and bards. This is your job.
Well, you missed.
Just swindle this kind of stuff. God damn it, guys.
You missed your opportunity. Okay. So you just watch it. You watch as it starts with the Blackbeard person, just the Blackbearded dwarf. Like you watch his arm sort of like twitches as his arm like wrenches nearly to the side as it's just kind of like focused. No words at all from her. So she won that first one. They sort of start going back and forth, like the arms like meet into the middle again. Wow. Ild then begins to start losing ground to the black-bearded dwarf.
Oh shit.
Until eventually, like, you watch as she's so, like, her head's so, like, bowed low and such. And then she watches her arm get slammed onto the ground and she falls off.
No!
Aww.
There's a few seconds before you start hearing...
Oh my god! She fell asleep!
Yeah, so the dwarf's, like, celebrating and then he starts hearing the snoring. He says, he still celebrates, but it's less like whatchamacalls. It's less excited.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
Yeah, they rolled pretty terribly at the end, especially.
Yeah. And can I get some of the help I hired and just try to sort of like indicate over to Ill to try to get her up.
Yeah, so you have some of them help. Tara finally walks away from the bar and just helps, like, just picks her up and just like plops her down roughly on the stool. Like Ill twigs up, like, ugh, did I?
I wave over to either Holmberg or Nelly, whoever's closer. Let's go. Pint of milk for this one, please.
Just goes to the back to get some milk for her. Okay, it is now Gash versus the human female. As they both kind of sit, Gash is all like just looking at the female. It's like, I think I've seen you before. Yes, I suppose you might have, given your line of work. Best hunter wins. Best hunter wins. It starts, so... Yeah, this is perfect. One for Gash and that.
That's unsettling.
Yep.
Fuck, that's bad.
Yeah!
Okay, so it starts off with Gash getting the edge on the human female. Surprising to see Gash is actually struggling a bit, whereas this lady, like, even though she's sort of like, her jaw is like set, her expression hasn't changed much. You watch as Gash sort of like begins to smile before it like sort of drops slightly as the hands are brought back into the middle again.
Fuck yeah.
At this point, you're starting to hear more and more like bets be made. It's like, yeah, bet Gash will do it. No, that human one. Who the fuck are they? Who the fuck is? You don't know who the fuck Gash is? I've heard of Gash. Who's the other one? Just probably some other fucking, I don't know. Gash gets the advantage again. I'm just going to roll this quickly so we're not dilly-dallying on it too. Fucking human female just pushes it back into the middle. Gash is...
Oh my god.
Does Gash... You know, we'll see how this is going. Gash is being pushed over to his side of the table at this point. Another roll. At this point, Gash is just like, gritting his teeth, just like looking at the human female, who's just kind of like, because he sweats now, sort of like on her brow. She's definitely struggling against someone as big and tough as Gash. But then you hear her say, "Looks like the best hunter wins." Slammed the back of the hand onto the table.
Shit.
Gash is like, "Aye, well done, lass." Just reaches of a hand out and they just shake it roughly. Just looks up to you. So, just looks over at Ild. I'm gonna assume I win by default for third place.
Wait, sorry, what did you say, sorry?
Gash is looking at you. It looks at Ild, who is still, like, blackout drunk. It's like, I assume this means I, get third by default.
One sec, and I just give Ild a hard prod.
Fuck off, Jesus. What?
Ild, you in any state for another round or what?
Tev, you do it. What are you? She just starts pointing to a random chair.
Oh my god.
I just go,
Yeah.
I just go, aye, big man, you get found. Well done.
Alright. Jolly stands up, just looks around and says, "Hey, where's your tall friend anyway? Thought you'd be attending here."
No, she's gone, she left the city. She's gone back home.
Shame.
He was only here on business, I'm afraid, lad.
Shame. I was gonna have a nice conversation with her. Just so, like, heads off back into the crowd, just watch.
Sweating bullets.
I'm surprised that you didn't have to roll deception for that.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's weird. He kind of seemed to... When you said it, like, in comparison, he seemed to not really care on the answer.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, you get the... Make an insight check to see just how well you can read that, actually.
Okay. 16.
16, okay. You kind of start to get the feeling that he's not going to lose any sleep over, meeting Nemesis.
Oh, okay.
And
It's probably just like one of the many contracts he has.
yeah. But you also, because of that as well, you also vaguely remember him not really caring much, even when you gave him the information he wanted.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't seem to be in any sort of hurry. And you did hear him mention about, like, the cost of it. From what you can tell with that, well, it didn't sound like it was a job he was happy with.
No.
And that's just based on that. So at this point, he was just there like, well, whatever. You do see that he is in no rush to leave either. He's just there watching the rest of the tournament. All right. So, it is the human female versus the black-bearded dwarf.
Grand final.
All right. So let's. So the what you call it? They sort of like clasp their hands together and look. The dwarf says, "Surprised you beat Gash the Bloody." Well, just because you're old strength doesn't mean that you win everything, even in tests of strength. Where I come from, we learn to be more precise. Let's see how this works for you. Alright, so... Wow, right off the bat, the Blackbeard dwarf, looks confused at that statement as she quickly, wrenches his arm, to the side of the table. You see he's just like, you fucking... Never roll. You watch as the dwarf's knuckles nearly hit the side of the table before he's able to sort of wrench it back into the middle.
Fuck.
You just watch as the dwarf you watch it still falter a bit with how much they're pushing. The dwarf's and as he breathes in, the human female again wrenches the arm to the side again.
Who is this woman?
Why haven't I married her yet?
And at this point, it seems to be she's able to make a you seem to notice that she seems to make like gains a bunch of ground as the Blackbeard dwarf can like compose himself, and the Blackbeard dwarf is able to like push it back into the middle again just by brute force.
Oh my god.
Wow, they rolled terribly, both of them, but still. Again, the same thing happens. Like the back door's like, all right, oh shit. Both of you can see are like sweating profusely at this point.
Oh my god.
Their arms are shaking at the. Okay, they both rolled the same damn thing.
Oh my god.
You saw her watch as she like tries again. It's like, not this time, lass, not this time. He's just there, like pushing it up. He's like, not this time, not this time. Just slams the hand down on
Oh my
onto
god.
the table. As a human female, like stands up and just like rubs her arm, just so like stretches it, just like stretches it and such. There is a brief bit of silence before everyone's like, yeah, like clapping and everything.
Berserk. What the hell?
Can I get a
I just
good
go over.
look at the female?
I go into the middle between the two of them.
Well, first, Mouse, we'll go because Delson's just said that thing. This human female, you can see she's definitely an adventuring type. She's got like a scar that's just like from the bridge of her nose down to like just below her right eye. She's got her hair, her black hair, like tied up in a ponytail. Though it's not much of a ponytail, you get the feeling that if she were to get rid of it, it would only go down to like her shoulder blades. Wearing a red garb with like a leather sort of protective belt around the stomach and such. And to her hip, you can see is a curved blade, almost like a scimitar. Rai's not here, but she would recognize that garb as someone from Ariel.
Nelson will take note of this person's appearance.
Okay,
Especially since
and
you mentioned a fellow hunter.
yes, Raya would know that the blade that she has is a katana.
The fucking katana.
Yep, which in this world is literally just using the longsword stats, just like Ford's falchion. Anyway, as you were saying, Trafnar?
At the end of that contest, I step forward, go into the middle, and just go, well then, your winner of the first Morris Glowhammer Memorial Invitational. Sorry, what's your name, Les?
Just go with Laura.
Laura! And I raise her hand high.
And everyone's just saying like, Laura, Laura, Laura.
And I just go, right, you two stay there. And I go behind the bar and pull out 2 sacks of coins.
Okay.
And I give the female is called Lower. Because we're saying like, oh my god, winner of the first tournament, human female. That was a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I give the 100 gold to Lower and the 50 gold to Blackbeard.
All right. He's just like, hey, all right. Just kind of like walks off. You actually see he leaves the establishment himself.
Aww.
So is that it? Is this tournament over, or is there?
Well, well, I mean, the bar's still going to be open. We're going to be open until late, essentially. But so, I'm sure we could figure out some games and some things if you want to keep here.
No, I was just wondering if there was a chance to make more coin. I'm good, thank you.
I mean,
She's already walked off.
Fucking Strathnar.
yeah.
It's weird being on the receiving end of the asshole adventurer who just wants to make coin.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. Gash kind of like walks up as well as everyone starts like bringing stuff together. It's like, don't worry about her too much.
Yeah. What? You know, mate.
Depends on what you mean by Noah. Do marks count as knowing her?
Oh.
Oh,
Awkward.
right, look.
But she was a mark, shall I say.
Do you still have the contract on her?
Nope. Burn it.
Alright. Do you mind me asking why? It doesn't seem like most bounty hunters wouldn't just give up a contract that easy.
Make a persuasion check.
You know, I'm so thoroughly interested in Gash, but at the same time, I'm like, stay the fuck away.
Yeah, he's a prick. But and the second he sees Nemesis, we are killing him.
12, okay. Let's just say somebody wanted her dead or alive, and when the time came, didn't go so well for me.
She cut off my penis.
And I want to get my
Look, I've been in this business long enough to know when I ain't got a chance in hell. She's one of them, and there's been a few occasions now and in the past.
Okay, so I'm guessing you're not going to be fighting to the death and ruining the floors here or anything, are you?
Nah. It's actually, actually what I wanted to talk with, your friend about, actually.
Which friend? I've got a few.
Tall one. The one I showed the picture on.
Again, sorry man, you missed her. She left town not long after our little chat. She was only here on business, you know. One staying.
I don't suppose you know where she went?
Nah, no, it was just a simple bodyguard job, nothing important.
So, like, you see him, like, sort of, like, reaching to a bit of parchment and just sort of, like, open it up a slight bit to look at it. And he mutters something. Make a perception check.
Oh, God. 12.
12. Okay, let me just... Yeah, he does a shit job of hiding it. You don't see the full part of what's on there, but you do see a number of 250.
Cool. Okay, so... Bounty on Nem, 250.
But you also hear him say, just... not worth my time. Just puts the parchment away and pockets it.
Okay. Right, big man, I guess, congrats on getting third, by the way. I'm guessing, we don't really have anything lined up for third, but I'm guessing, I'm sure if you ask the right way to, one of the people behind the bar, you might be able to get a free drink or something.
I'll let him know that you gave me permission to have free drinks.
I said a free drink.
So see him sort of, his eyes narrow on you. Fine. A free drink.
Yeah, and I just, yeah, and then I just go. But and then so what the rest? So is there still quite a bit of a crowd here?
Several of them have started to leave. It appears that they were only mostly here for the, for the actual arm wrestling contest.
Quick, Nelson, start playing.
Yeah, quickly.
I shall play more.
Okay.
I can get people.
Yeah, that's fair. And is other fancy folk? I can't remember their
The
names.
representatives, they're still there. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll just go back and talk to them. Let's go. So, fun bit of sport, wasn't it?
I suppose, yes. Though, I don't see the appeal of it personally. Of course you don't, Tariff. You do all the exercise, but you don't do the fun shite. Because I don't see what's so fun about it. You could break your arm doing that, you know.
I mean, only if you're, shy.
Hmm.
Anyway, do you need help getting her home?
I'll take her to the keep.
Has she even touched her milk?
She is still passed out.
For God's sake. I'm guessing is that within your guard's pay grade to carry home drunks?
You know, with all these people drunk, you could rob them.
No, but I'm used to Ild being stupid.
Hey! 1 second. Can I just, Peach? Quick thing.
Yeah.
That would be me robbing the head of the dwarven military.
Okay, listen. Nem's
like-
stuck in her room all sad, so I'm gonna be
I know.
chaotic.
That's like that.
The
That's
devil on your shoulder.
That's like during World War II. If I tried to rob Douglas MacArthur. No, I am not robbing the head of the army. Thank you. She knows way too many people with sharp objects.
While this is going on, was that just an echo or? Okay, that was just an echo. Yeah.
Yep.
Lele also is sort of like just looking at you as well. It's like, Trofnar, since we're all here, although one is a bit incapacitated,
Right.
we've just been having a discussion. A few weeks from now, we've got the meeting in regards to, if we should be taking part in the war. Are you going to be attending, or is your brother going to be the person?
Depends if I've forgot the time. I'm afraid.
It's about 2 or 3 weeks from now.
I'll try to make it, but I can't make any promises. I mean, I've had a talk to my to my little brother over there, and I made sure that he's going to be he's going to get to as many meetings as he can. So it's like there's not going to be a Glowhammer presence there at all.
I just wanted to know what your opinion was on it. I mean, I've been trying to say to these lot we should be taking part. Hey, and I've already told you my terms. And I've already said we're not interested.
Wait, so I'm trying to remember. So
Lele is the gnome.
Lele's the ambassador, isn't she?
The ambassador to the Johanians in what's it called? Gold Chisel.
Yeah. Which is like dwarf Giahanian town, isn't it? Gold.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then so I'm trying to remember the other people. Yeah, so the other people is the Goliath one is like the representative of Clan Firehammer.
Yeah. She's the speaker for Clan Firehammer.
That's the speaker. That's it. Let's go. Well, as far as I can see it, even though we're not technically involved, a lot of Dwarven blood has already been spilled. What with the loss of Garazun and collateral damage and all that. We've had an agreement with Jirhan for many years, and I don't see why that should falter in times of war. And well, if not for these sort of situations, why have those agreements at all? So I'm erring on the side of helping Jirhan, frankly.
Right, that's what I'm going on about, especially with the rumors about like how Garazun fell. We've been discussing it. Aye, and I'm telling you, it's because the damn Jirhanians weren't looking after the damn thing. Yes, but we've also heard reports about a weapon of some sort.
Look, with my travels with my mates, I have been to what remains of Garazun, and I can tell you, nothing remains of that place.
They must have done an even shitter job than I thought. Garazun is a large fortress. I highly doubt it could be completely destroyed that quickly.
was lost through no fault of the Jorhanians. Many of them fell. It was some kind. From what I've gathered in my travels, the rumours of this great Gilgamesh magical super weapon is true. So.
So you're seeing it then? So you're seeing it?
Not seen the weapon, but I've seen the distraction it causes. Aye.
How do we know it's not just some powerful magic caster or something? They started using siege weapons before it. Well, how would they go from siege weapons to that in such a short space of time?
Just out of curiosity, are any of the other members of the God's Headache overhearing this conversation?
I don't know, other members of the guard. I imagine Fortune isn't there, but I imagine everyone else is there.
I'm guessing Fortune's with Nem, right?
Yeah, I think everyone outside of Fortune and Nem are there, but I don't know if they're listening in.
No, not right now, at least.
Okay, I was just wondering if anyone wants to give like a second opinion on the whole grasp thing. Okay, so, well, if it was just a bit of, do you think any kind of bit of magic that we know could have destroyed something as vast and mighty as Garazun in one go, and obliterated everyone's manning the walls? That's no common spell. They can learn from reading a book.
But
That's something. Let me speak. Sorry.
No, it's. You're right. Garazun, really big city. City fortress. Was meant to be a city. It was fucking. Anyway. Let's say you're right. Let's say that it is a super weapon. Let's just humor you and such. Okay. If the Gilgamesh win, if they have this super weapon, it's not gonna matter now, is it? If they can destroy Garazun, then how are we meant to stop them?
Well, objective number one should be find that super weapon, and somehow get a small team behind enemy lines and destroy it. That'd be the first move, and then.
What about Yalmord, though? It's Terra, so like leaning back and sort of speaking. If they had the super weapon that can destroy the grasp, Garazun, then surely they would have used it on Yalmord, but from what we've heard, it was a traditional siege.
Ah, it was. It is, I should say.
Well, then, either this weapon is not as impressive as it sounds, or maybe it was just a one-and-done kind of deal.
Aye. But we don't know.
We don't, and I would much rather us stick with what we do normally, what helped us against the other Johanian weapons. Besides, Garazun, and I'm speaking purely from Platinum Hold's position, given it's the closest major city outside of Delcross, Garazun is several miles long, but the path to Platinum Hold is several days long. Plus, something of that size, something to destroy Garazun would need to be quite big in size. It wouldn't be able to fit in the passways.
As well, think about it pragmatically. If I remember the last meeting correct, the High King essentially told the Envoy of the Gilgamesh to go suck a dick. So, so with that response, now think about the two outcomes of the war. Either Gilgamesh win, and for that slight against their envoy, we get this city and all Dwarven other holds get burnt to the ground. Or Jerahan win, knowing that we sat idly by while thousands of their own men died. And that would be a dishonour and a disgrace between our two kingdoms that would stand for generations. So either way, if we stay neutral, it would probably be a bad decision.
Lily stands up, speaks up, and this is what I'm trying to get about. We had this agreement, we have the bridges that's meant to connect our two people, but neither of you understand. Mate then speaks up. Look, I've made it clear that I'm more than happy for us to step in under the condition that Garazun is returned to the dwarfs. no matter how much is left of it. And I know from your side, Drufnar, they're not gonna give it back.
Not easily, no. So if you want to be very pragmatic and very conniving about it, you could wait until Jirahan are on their last legs and then we rush in to save the day.
Aye, that's a thought. They come to us, and we make it clear that we want Garazun back. More than happy for the Stoneheaps to wade in there.
But you're forgetting that again, we have an agreement with the Jirhanians. Turning our back and only helping them when it serves us would betray the trust that we've built up between them since the war, and also be a stain on all of the great clans' names.
So, looks at us. What do you think Guild's gonna think of this? Lily just speaks up. Oh, she loves a fight. She'll be all for fighting the Horde. What I'm trying to do is convince these two idiots that it's a good idea.
I don't think there's a good outcome with these situations, but the one we find ourselves in, and there's better options over the other. None of them are good. It's still, whatever happens, it probably will end up with thousands of dead. But I do think that we can't sit idly by hiding in our mountains like cowards while fields of good Jirhanian men are slaughtered,
Good Jirhanian men.
They've maintained the peace ever since the war. If they were as evil as I think you are, we would still be at war now, wouldn't we?
Aye, but at the same time, they couldn't get through to any of the places. But lo and behold, they drowned Gold Chisel. The only reason they came to us and asked for surrender is because they couldn't get past our defenses.
And I wondered how many Jirahanians we killed and how many villages and towns we burnt down in the war.
We were on the defenses, lad. We didn't go out anywhere, we just hid in. They kept coming in, we kept pushing them out. You can ask Guild when she's sober. Her dad fought against them.
But what makes you think that, with the force and the fanaticism of the Gilgamesh Hordes, that they won't give up like the Jirhanians did? They will batter and batter and batter on the gates for centuries until they get in here.
You're forgetting how tough Mithril is, lad.
You're forgetting how strong the will of the Beast Folk are.
Just looks to the other two. I'm still sticking with what I'm saying. I don't think the Stoneheath should get involved unless we get something out of it. If I can get Garazon out of it, by all means, I will happily throw my lads into it, because we'll be getting back something that should have been ours to begin with. He just, jumps off the stool and walks out. Don't worry about him, Trofnar. He's... At least, small as it may be, I've got Glowhammer support and Slabblade support. Just kind of looks at Terif.
Well, I mean, you say that, but this here, and I sort of hold my hands up to indicate the whole pub. It's well, this is what Glowhammer support gets you, lad. It's not much.
It's still another word.
Okay. What's wrong, people?
There's so many points. There's so many points that you could make, and I'm not there. And I'm just ugh.
Oh dear! It's almost as if the location you choose has consequences. For other
To
things.
be fair,
Get to choose
like-
it.
yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah,
She could have.
didn't.
She could have just said, "Fuck it." Even if Gash is there, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I could have risked being hauled off anyways.
Also,
You know, I wanted to be nice, but also, fuck these fucking dwarves. Oh my god, they're morons.
yeah, I know, they're dwarves.
2 of them are.
Plus the fact that you need to change your answer to your brother now, because that's not what you told your brother, because Trothnar is an idiot.
Yep.
Wait, what was the answer to my brother then?
You
said that we shouldn't get involved, and now you're telling other
Yeah.
people, like, oh yeah. So you need to, like, tell him that.
I had a change of heart, okay? People change.
Okay.
Yeah, I will tell my brother that in confidence. Also,
Especially if we're not here, and then he goes to that meeting, and then he just
although
Yeah.
says the opposite of what you told.
although I was thinking, if we do stick around for another week or so, another few weeks until the what's it called, the next meeting, I could bring Nemesis up as like my advisory council person.
That depends on if you
Well-
decide to go
well-
for another week.
Good
Yeah, we'll
luck
see,
talking her into that
but-
one.
At this point as
But,
well,
yeah,
Tariff
for
just
now.
kind of like jumps off the stool as well. Right, well, this has been an interesting conversation, but I might as well get this one, so like nudges Ild back to the castle.
Do you need an extra pair of hands with that?
No, it's quite fine. You just watch as she like basically football carries.
Nice, yeah.
One second.
People change. It's just such a drop thing to say.
What do you mean?
It's like Gracious typing it out.
It's like, people are so mean to me.
At this point, what do you call it? Lele is just like, well, at the very least, this was a interesting experience.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Will you be here next time we have one of these things?
I might.
You're going to be training then, so you can take part.
No.
Come on, we take all takers, come on.
Travnar, dear, I am a old gnome lady who works as an ambassador. I don't work out every single day like Tariff, and I am not the leader of a military like Guild.
Yeah, no, fine, suit yourself. Hope you enjoyed the drink at least.
Yeah,
It was
there you go. You have your
Interesting.
explanation.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, of course he's a hypocrite, yeah.
okay. So, with that, Nemesis
Yeah, I
and
was
Fortune.
a Nazi, but people change.
It's actually funny. I actually read an article about a neo-Nazi who now is against neo-Nazism. Interesting read.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, Nemesis and Fortune, what are you two doing?
I have no idea. I don't know what she's doing.
Currently sitting there comforting Nem. It's okay. It's probably not that fun over there anyways. Did I find anything interesting when I was searching around for places to go?
Within Mithrilhammer itself, not really. Like, Mithrilhammer is a nice dwarven city, but it's a dwarven city.
But there's no, like, date spots? Nothing?
There's date spots that would be good for a dwarf, but
If you want Nemesis, like, you're...
yeah, it doesn't
There's not
really
any,
appeal
like,
much.
There's no like cute little garden groves or anything up in like the fancy district or anything.
How the fuck
I
would you
would've
get? How
taken
the
a
fuck would
fucking
you grow a
rock
garden
garden.
in a
That's
mountain?
cute.
That is true. Yeah,
Magic.
yeah, magic and sun lamps and stuff.
Yes, but those kind of gardens are private property.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that'd
we
be-
don't have somebody's Baroness excuse to get into them anymore.
Not
Alright.
that I'd even have it here. It's a dwarven city.
Yeah, dwarven
Yeah,
city,
yeah,
not a
that-
Johanian city.
They would laugh you out of the city if you try like, excuse me, I'm from the Fallow family, let me in. They'd kick you out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool rocks.
Aye, and me dog's the brother to the High King. What's your point?
That's unfortunate for your dog, then.
There is a... I mean, there's... The area outside of Mithril itself looks nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just go outside.
Yeah, my backup plan. Alright. Come on, Nem. Let's go outside.
Why are we going all the way out there?
Because it's far away from our idiots back in here, and we can take the horses out.
I suppose it's better than sitting here doing nothing.
Your frown's adorable, sweetheart, but your smile is better.
I'm not frowning, I'm scowling.
Aw, you're adorable.
Alright, I guess we're going to go get our horses.
Yep.
Nem's just like, great, she's dragging me out somewhere again.
Nemesis just wants one night inside. Fortune, no. No.
Alright. So, you make your way outside of Mithril. At the time that you leave, it is night at this point. It's clear sky. You can see two of the moons are above in the air.
We shouldn't tread too far.
I guess. Maybe just ride for an hour, maybe 2.
It's already pretty late. Let's just... Is there a point to coming out here?
Not in particular, I just like spending time with you and getting away from all the guys. I see.
Nemesis doesn't know how to respond to that. Yes, I enchanted it.
Ooh, what's it do now?
Well, you could hit it and find out, but...
That sounds like fun. I'm gonna hit it.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Alright, do you let her hit it, or is it a case of she needs to attack roll it?
I'll let her hit it.
Okay. What are you hitting it with, Fortune?
Fist.
Okay. Nemesis, you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Because she has a strength modifier of 0.
Yep.
But... okay.
You need to
wait.
actually be hit in order to use Hellish Rebuke. So you will take damage regardless.
Oh, okay. So...
So the way Hellish Rebuke works on the shield is the exact same way as it works as just the spell itself. You need to actually be hit to the point where you take
Okay,
damage.
I thought that it was if it hits the shield instead.
No, because that would be very complicated.
Alright, got it. Then...
So for
do I
simplicity's
just,
sake...
like, roll Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
Okay. I just added it to my spell list for the ease of access.
Mm-hmm. Although it has it has its own DC.
Yep. Sounds good. But she also says... fuck.
Okay, so it's a
Alright.
dex save, I think, isn't it? For Hellish Rebuke?
Yes, it is. Go ahead and make a dex save.
So the DC is 15 for the shield's Hellish
Okay.
Rebuke. Which
I was
is-
just quickly reading my evasion thing.
Well, I mean, if you succeed with evasion, then you take 0 damage. If you
Right.
fail, you'll take 7 damage.
And even then, I have resistance to that fire damage, yeah.
So then you'll take 3 damage instead.
Dex.
Kamora has
save.
5 moons, Drofnar.
I thought they had 3.
Nope. Fura, Fina, Miorda, Rian, and Palut.
What the fuck? Every time I turn around,
Those
there's a
were
new
words. Those were
moon in this
definitely
goddamn
words
planet.
that I understood.
And what was imprisoning the destructive god?
What is that?
Stop adding moons, Tom.
I showed you a picture of the orbit of the moons. Thank you very much.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I was just making a final
I
can't
point by asking which one held the destructive god feature.
How many can be currently seen? 2. Rhiannon and Pollute. But that's because...
Okay, so she makes a dex save, but
So
she still
she
takes
take-
7 damage, I
No,
guess?
she takes 0 damage
Oh, because she used her rogue stuff.
because evasion.
I'm a sneaky bitch.
Actually, wait, let me just quickly check, because evasion can be a little bit iffy. There we go. Yes, when you're subject to effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you would take... Yeah, okay, so yeah, she takes 0 damage.
Yeah, okay. So it just lights up.
Yeah, so you just like punch her, like, you like punch it into the shield, the corner of it like digs in, because you weren't probably expecting it. You watch as the glyph lights up and almost like a firebolt goes flying out. Fortunately, you notice this in time, so like, it's like duck, like shift yourself to the side and it goes flying off for a distance before it just fizzles out.
Ah. Well, that's fun.
I got the idea from you.
Surprised you didn't say it's from Delson. I've seen him use that a couple of times too.
I don't pay as much attention to him.
It's hard to look away. His outfits are always so shiny.
I've seen shinier.
You're shinier.
Fair point, yes. I think that you're more interesting to look at, though.
Aw, Nem.
Don't. Don't.
You're so sweet. Scamper is being a good boy, sleeping back on his own pile of gold back at the room. Echoes. Echoes.
Alright, so Anna, you have to continue on.
Yes,
I don't know what you're
continue
doing here.
Continue with our story. Also, Ed, you are echoing again.
Why wouldn't I be? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Still echoey?
Still echoing.
What the frick, yo? 1 second.
I didn't know there was a cave around here. Interesting.
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
Hey, you're supposed to echo, not insult.
Okay,
So,
continue on.
a little while later, Fortune just kind of like stops, Knighton.
Nem just kind of like suddenly pulls an L.
Hold on.
Are we turning back?
Where do I find noise suppression then?
Maybe. Why don't we just let you watch the stars for a little bit?
You're being strange.
I am not being strange. Shifty eyes.
Okay, I guess we can sit here. How late is it now?
It's hard to tell because you've been, underneath Mithril Hammer for about a week. You've sort of lost track of time.
If only we could ask Nori.
Right?
And
If only someone had a keen mind.
Yep, and with how the moons rotate, they're not always, like, visible in the night sky. So it's difficult to tell.
Alright, so I'm gonna fucking get off of Hanel and awkwardly sit there. Like, what is happening?
Well, Fortune's gonna do as she just suggested. Sit there and stargaze with Nemesis for a little bit. Leaning
Nana
on
is
her,
not
hugging.
keen on sitting there. She, is like, you know how people, tap their foot?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is just, anxiously sitting there, kind of, shaking her leg, just, this is fucking annoying, I want to move. But I'm gonna sit here anyways, because Katie told me to.
Hanel and Knighton do get a little bit bored, so you just kind of watch sort of like Hanel and Knighton sort of like head off to the side.
Yeah.
Hanel mostly keeping an eye on Knighton.
Sorry, what was that? I have people constantly coming in and out of my room.
No, I was just saying that Hanel and Knighton kind of got a bit bored, so they started wandering off, and Hanel's just there like, I'll look after him. Just sort of like goes to, you know.
Now feels the same way about the other, like, horse animal people as Nemesis feels about the party.
Why do you seem so stressed? We're supposed to be de-stressing.
This
It's
is
nice. The stars are out. 2 of the moons are out.
this is just bizarre. Along with the fact that we could be doing other things. We could be, you know, we could be planning for our next stretch of the journey. We could be training. We could look for bounties. We could, I don't know, do something that is not staring at the sky.
I'm gonna cover up Nem's mouth with a hand. Stop, stop, stop.
Kitty.
Stop. We're relaxing. You don't always have to be turned on. You can just sit. It's okay.
I'm not turned on.
Clearly. Just enjoy the moment.
Nemesis, like, flops down on the ground.
Also, my mistake. It is Fina and Rian, which are the 2 moons that are out, not Pollute.
So, Nem, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
You ever think about settling down?
Nem kind of, like, turns and gives her this look. Just like, what are you on about?
Mischievous, wiggly little eyebrows.
What do you mean by settling down?
Like, you know. Fortune's trying to say the thing without saying the thing.
No, I don't think I do. Are you referring to the whole home life thing?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Oh.
I mean, I thought about it a lot when I was younger, and I decided I'd rather live in a church. Hence the whole, you know, paladin thing.
Fair enough, I guess.
Of course, I mean, my options were join the church and become a paladin, or marry some disgusting asshole and become a baby factory, so you can see why it wasn't appealing.
Well, you know. I turn on my side to look at her.
Mm-hmm.
Taking out the ring box from my back pocket. You might still be stuck with an asshole, but there's no worries about babies. Would you ever maybe think about settling down with me?
Nem's eyes just, like, blow up. Like deer in the headlights, like, I'm about to, like, die. You, you're joking, right?
When have I ever joked about something like this?
Katie.
Yeah.
You don't do that voice. Nemesis like reaches over and like pushes the box like down. You can't expect me to say yes, right?
No, of course not.
Something tells me that you did.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I wanted to see what you'd say.
Do I believe her?
Make an insight check.
Oh my god.
Make a deception check, Fortune. Or don't, your choice.
Uh, she does not see the tears. She does not see the broken heart.
See this, Lisa? You can actually see the moment her heart rips in two. And there.
Well, ha 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 ha, ha ha. You know, if you were serious, I, would want you to know that it isn't anything to do with us being together. What I mean is to say, Nemesis like scrambly. Katie, you know that I love you.
Mm-hmm.
We just technically, you know, it hasn't even been it's just too soon. I think that we have
back.
just cut her off.
Yes.
Right. Yes. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Unfortunately, just like brushes away her bangs and gives her a little forehead kiss.
Okay. This is awkward as fuck. Oh my god.
Certainly, I don't feel too bad about the law bomb dropped on Nemesis a few sessions ago.
Fucking. I mean, Nem's
Oh
not
my.
trying to be an asshole.
I wasn't trying to be an asshole.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
You know, we're not trying to be assholes.
I just felt really bad at the end of it because it seemed like it.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
feel bad for Fortune right now.
as I said,
We
see this,
all-
Lisa? You can see the actual moment her heart rips in two.
Yeah.
That Simpsons thing.
Fucking,
yeah.
I guess they, like, head back. Do they just head back in silence?
Yes, the awkward silence.
Oh my god. That's, like, the worst. I've actually done that before, where, like, you've, like, broken up with someone or something, and then you, like, are going the same way as them, and it's so awkward.
Yeah, I've done that too. It's rough. Rough.
I haven't.
Jesus. I mean, what did you expect Nem to say?
Oh, Nem went exactly where I expected her to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you all eventually finish for the night. The tournament and the drinks wind down until eventually those that are too drunk to make their way back go to the nearby inn. Those that are head back to their abodes. At the end of it, Trofnar, you have a quick chat with your sister, and she explains that they have made quite a bit of money today.
Nice.
Give or take, with all the drinks, they've made about 30 gold in this one night.
Yay.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but remember that they're selling ale for about 3 copper.
Yeah.
But yeah, as Gratian says, and as she points out, says, and all of this is mine. Not you, not your brothers, mine.
I sis, we had an agreement. I knew this was all yours.
Good, just making sure so you're not backing out on it.
Well, I wouldn't even think of doing it. I can't speak for Holmvik, but all that money is yours. Don't worry.
That's fine. Holvik made some gold with his bets.
Oh, was he the one running all the betting I was hearing?
No. I was taking part in them. I was taking.
And for a second, I was wondering, I really should make sure I should really make sure that the establishment gets a cut of the bet money. And lo and behold, my own little baby brother was doing it.
No, not true. Not true. Look, I partook in some of the bets with me own coin, not Glowhammer coin, me own coin. I won some.
That was the same.
Look, I made like 50 gold from it, alright? And it goes right back into the Glowhammer coffers, as agreed.
Alright, fine. If you'd like to take a little scraping off the top, sis, go ahead.
Just kind of looks at Holvik. Holvik just looks at her. 25. I want 30. 30 gold. But this is my establishment. I'll let you all do this at no price out of the goodness of me own heart. Just kind of looks. Helvet just looks to you, kind of like with a sort of help.
I just give her. I just give him just a stare of just like, I'm not helping you. This is your bed, lie in it.
Please send that in the chat, Anna. That is so fucking funny.
He just sort of like reaches into his pouch and starts like counting. Just places just holds on to 20 gold and hands the rest of the pouch over.
Oh.
God, you're kidding me. Alright. I cannot stand those sad cat pictures. Because I cannot reach out and give the cat the pets to make me feel better.
Sad cat.
I fucking hate them. Because I get they're meant to be funny, but I just feel terrible.
You just feel bad, yeah.
I get the point, but it's like I prefer the sad people one because there's plenty of memeable ones.
True.
Like that
laugh
one.
Laugh at sad people. Don't laugh at sad animals.
Yeah. Like the I think it was like the What's in the Box guy, but he had like blonde hair, just like the really bad bit. Oh yeah, just
my favorite is like really depressed, like childhood characters, like Elmo in the Rain.
Oh, the fucking the Spider-Man slow walk from sad walk from Web of Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Stop! Anyway.
There you go, there's another one. Oh.
Anyway. So... Eventually... No, the doctor who's standing in the rain one makes me feel bad as well.
Yeah, see?
Anyway. So the day comes to a close. You all wake up the next day, rested. So what is it that you do?
Just out of curiosity, is the downstairs still the downstairs? Is the bath still in a bit of a mess from last night's tour? Did it need any cleaning or anything?
It is, but you can see Holvik and Ellie are both cleaning it up at this point.
Tell you what, I'll give Holmvik a tap on the shoulder and just go. It's like, hey man, you did a good job. You did a good job yesterday of cleaning up. It's my time to sub in, you know.
All right, just hands you the brush.
There you go. Enjoy it.
And just walks off.
Enjoy yourself, baby brother. And yeah, then I would just spend the morning cleaning with Mrs.
Talk to him. For fuck's sake.
Another time.
When?
Next time I see him.
Other time.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Actually, before he jumps out the door,
The women are yelling.
The two lesbians who live inside of my frontal cortex have told me to say,
Goodbye, lesbian. Thank you very much.
Something like, like, hey, Holmbeck, don't go too far. I need to have a chat with you sometime around lunch, alright?
Aye.
Clan business, you know.
Aye.
That Nem. God.
Just,
And then, so yeah, I'm just... what did you say? Yes, sir?
He just said, aye.
Oh, poor kid doesn't like a bit of responsibility. Yes, like... So sis, good night then.
Well, probably not going to see a night like that until a year from now.
Well, I mean, at least the word's out of this place is here. You're still going to get hopefully a few punters.
Aye, but unless we get better produce, like, you know, your little plan to get the Flame Seeker refinery.
Okay. I'll brainstorm with some of my my god's headache mates. We might have some ideas to. Like, I think where were we? Like, I think Les Dawn. I think we were where we found in the gnome. Oh, was it under it? Come on, where it was. Being like the gnome corner, we found like these like magic flavor bomb bowls that like change taste every time you ate them. That could be like a fun little hook to sell here.
Aye, could be. Maybe.
Anna's sending me the funniest shit.
I can imagine.
Is it all just sad cats?
It's like sad cats are like it's like Britney Spears' awkward face for Nem.
Oh yay!
Or
See,
this fucking little girl in the rain.
See, the awkward face is fine, but the sad cats, what is wrong with you?
They fit how she feels.
Okay, well, either way. Continuing on. I'd be a interesting thing, I suppose.
Well, I refinery, but well, we'll have to figure some things out, and and so I think you just go towards just keep cleaning for the morning with my sis.
Okay. What about everyone else?
What's Katie doing right now?
As stated, she got up 3 hours before Nemesis did so she can go take a shower, and now she is stress eating in the front.
Can I just go and talk to Fortune?
Denied.
You heard him.
Yep.
Okay, obviously noticing that my lovely girlfriend is not there after I rejected her fake proposal, fake quote unquote. I'm gonna go look for her, and I assume that I see her downstairs in like a pile of food.
Fortune, where are you hiding?
Side corner table.
Great.
Because every
How much
inn
food you
must
got
have
there?
that brewing place. I don't know. How much can 8 gold get me?
That would feed the entire party like 3 times over.
It's about
I've
enough, isn't it?
spent 8 damn gold on food. Scamper gets to eat some too.
I'm going to go and like casually just sit by her. Do you think you have enough?
Well, I could have bought more, but they stopped me.
I don't blame them. Are you hungry?
Yes. But look at Scamper. He gets bacon. I like bacon. He's
I've
happy with
just never seen you eat this much.
You don't see me when I sneak out of the room at 2 a.m.
Well, it's just you're very I mean, I've seen you shirtless, clothesless. And I know that you don't have a lot of body fat, and so I just kind of concluded that you don't really eat a lot of food.
As she's saying this word, she's just like taking another piece of food and just eating. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, and is this about last night?
Are you going to have breakfast or not?
I can eat with you, but I can talk and eat.
Oh, Gratian, what the fuck?
Jesus.
So, is this about last night?
Oh no, clearly not.
The shade.
That
So great.
sounds sarcastic. I mean, I would know. I'm very sarcastic.
Mm-hmm. You are very sarcastic. It's a wonderful tool to have. Mm-hmm.
You know, we can talk about it if you'd like.
We talked last night. We're eating now, and then we have to go meet the guys. I wonder how last night went.
I mean, we didn't really talk. I just kind of babbled awkwardly, and then you got on your horse, and then we didn't really speak after that. Kind of made me think that something might be the problem.
Can I try to sneakily cast Thaumaturgy to have all the windows slam shut as a distraction?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, would I do perception, or is that
Are
just
you
my
acti-
base
Are you
perception?
actively looking to see if she does anything?
I mean, I'm staring at her, but I'm not, like, you know, watching her cast a spell.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Cast while grabbing breakfast mushroom.
You met it, so you beat it.
I meant.
You met, so you
Okay.
bet. So you do watch her just sort of like give a quick flick of the finger. You see like a small crackle of arcane energy. It's literally a blink and you miss it style thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Put the bread down. Do you want to talk about this? Or are you going to slam windows like a toddler?
Alright, let's talk.
Because, I mean, I know that you have a past situation kind of like this. Just
I'm
gets
trying to
more
remember
awkward.
if Fortune did tell her about the ex situation.
She did, because Nemesis laughed in her face and said, "Who would marry you?"
Ah, yes, that's right.
God, that's so mean.
which, looking back on it,
That's so fucking mean.
Right?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty
So
mean
much
of her at
character
the time.
Yeah, but she's grown.
I mean, it's this. I know that I don't exactly have the best history either when it comes to you and the whole thing.
Nemesis, you're gonna have to explain more. I do not understand what a thing is.
I just mean that you mentioned before that you were engaged previously, and I may have, perchance, laughed at you and told you that you remember.
Just take a sip of drink. Oh no. Remind me.
I love the parallel between Nemesis trying to apologize and then Trothanar needing to apologize. It really makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Nemesis having just as much of a hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may have said that I may have implied who would want to marry you. And in hindsight, that was a very impolite thing to say. And also, I kind of played myself.
You need to ask Trothanar to see if he has a shovel you can borrow or something.
He probably does. It's a little dirty, but just wipe it off. Oh god, Echo.
Because you know, I asked that question, and now I realize that I would maybe in the future like to do so. Just not at the moment. Okay, before I dig my grave any further, what I'm trying to say
Would you like me to buy you
is
some alcohol for some confidence here?
No, I'm getting it out. I am sorry if I hurt your feelings.
She said it.
I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to explain that I love you. I just think that I want to share more experiences with you before going to that level.
Oh, Nem, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to take my heart and rip it to pieces.
I didn't mean to. I mean, you caught me very off guard. And what was I supposed to say, or how was I supposed to react? I have never been in that situation before, and it was very nerve-wracking. Especially because I was trying to not hurt your feelings.
Just reaches over the table and gives her head pats.
I am not stop. Are you still upset? Do you have something that you want to say? The weird, like, ritual going on in the background.
Sorry.
No, not exactly have something to say.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
See, I thought that she was implying, like, makeup sex or something. Right. Well, why don't we just have breakfast and not be awkward? I mean, Nem's the one being extraordinarily awkward, but...
Alright, I already bought breakfast for, like, everyone.
Maybe we can use some of it as ration? I don't know.
Can we use some of it as ration?
There's some meat, sir.
Alright, we can
We're gonna have to
preserve
pry
those.
Scamper's little claws away from it, but we could try.
What a fucking gremlin.
Yeah, look
Drag
who's
it.
raising him.
Right?
Archimedes is
After
gonna
that, awkward.
head in his ass, and Scamper over here is gonna kill anything that tries to touch his bacon.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
How is
so...
Archimedes doing, by the way? We haven't heard from him in a while.
I mean, I
He's-
take care of him.
Yeah, he's been fine.
Yeah.
It's just, you know... I hate training this damn bird.
Could always let it go free.
Took it off of Evie's hands, and I was like,
I made a promise.
yeah. I'm not good at it, but I'm still gonna do it.
Dumb bird.
Alright, so...
Awkward breakfast.
Yeah, both of them just trying to, like, get rid of the awkwardness. Where are the others in this?
I don't know. Where are the others in all of this?
Imagine Delson and Gratian are having a very intellectual question on on the properties of good berry.
Alright, and we know that Trafnar is busy sweeping. What's
Hell
Belloc
yeah.
doing?
I'm not 100% sure. Nothing super productive. I think he's maybe just helping Trofnar, using prestidigitation to clean things up. as
Okay.
well.
Alright. But eventually you all converge, once again, in the melting pot. With the meals, and considering how much you've bought, you're easily able to get 2 days worth of rations for each of you.
There you go. She was just looking out for all of us. She wasn't stress eating. No.
Yo.
Right.
So, how did everybody's evening go? Excellent.
I mean, wow, I got cut off.
Sorry. Yes, Delson.
Well, it went pretty decent for the event. I would have to say, at least.
Aye, we had a pretty tight little profit doing that. My sister ended up telling me that we made 30 gold, which is pretty good. I'm not sure we're ever going to get that many numbers back in the bar until, we do this next, but it's better than nothing, and hopefully
Hopefully, at the very least, it got the word out. Your reputation.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So hopefully, just things start trickling back, but who knows, really. And I don't know. I need to see what's going on with a fucking auction, and I need to chat with that fucking Lordhammer that got locked up in the dungeons, and
Me and Delson made an interesting discovery at the Augustus's Arcane. Is that what it was called?
Augustus is Arcana.
Arcana.
You were close.
He has a shard of a shield similar to the fragment that Delson has. Quite expensive, but interesting and curious. They apparently it was recovered from a mine that the Sellsmiths are investigating currently.
I don't know.
Could be an interesting something that perhaps they need help, and we have some experience with that, and
Mines.
perhaps we could assist the mines and
I mean, we have got
the
a
voyage.
track record in back in. I mean, we've been to what, 2 dwarven holds in the last. We've been to this is our 3rd dwarven hold. In the last 2, we went down the mine and fought some monsters. So let's do it again. Why not? It's not a specialty of ours.
Could be a lead to a job.
Aye.
It seems to be an ongoing tradition at this point.
Because that's what we want, to go underground with dirt and God knows what spiders.
I mean, you've got
Spiders,
your
bugs, and weird
magic
mutants.
cleaning ring. What are you bothered about?
That's not the point.
Probably not the spiders that were on the beach.
Alright, we can look into it. It's better trying to find a source than paying an exorbitant amount of money for that.
Aye.
I mean, unless one of these two, and she points to Katie or Gratian, want to try to... Actually, I shouldn't even put that idea in your head.
That's a tempting fate, lad. Lass.
Huh?
Nothing.
Eh.
Just add note. What was at the end of the sea?
Alright, so what are you all doing then?
Well,
This is your stuff, Drothnar.
I know.
Yep.
Can after the meeting, can I grab Nemesis?
Sure.
Let's go.
Oh dear.
Hey, don't worry, it's nothing gruesome. Just in a couple of weeks' time, the king here is deciding if the dwarves get involved in the war or not. And I thought, well, you're Jirahani and former nobility. Just wanted your opinion on it.
You want my opinion?
Aye,
And do you think that these dwarves will listen?
possibly.
Alright. What do you want my opinion on?
Whether you think it's a good idea for the dwarves to get involved or not.
We've seen the grasp. I think that it would be stupid for the dwarves not to get involved.
Aye, that was my point.
These beast folk are definitely more of a threat than they think. And frankly, to hide beyond their walls because they think that it won't affect them is, well, cowardly for one, and cocky.
Aye, that's what I was trying to tell him.
Doesn't sound like something you'd say.
I've been saying it a lot, but aye. I am trying to change, honest. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, be a better man, you know?
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna point it out.
Oh, it's good. I need to be kept accounted for, you know? Keep me from slipping. It's good.
So you want me to join you?
At lunch, I'm having a meeting with Holmvik. If you like, you can come and, plead the case for, because chances are he's going to be the one of the meeting, not me. So if he needs convincing, you could help if you like.
Alright.
Besides, you should meet my brother. He's lovely. He's a fucking idiot.
I've met your brother.
Aye, but I mean,
I've also met your sister. I like her a lot more.
Aye. Yeah, honestly, I think in a different timeline that my little sis will probably end up a lot like you in some ways, but aye. Truff, no, what's a sis con?
Oh no.
Oh no.
For God's sakes, there's always like Nembrocon, Gon, whatever.
I'm just googling it. I'm
Oh
scared.
no.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck you and all you stand for. Good lord, no.
Alright, I can join you in this meeting and share my points that hopefully he'll be able to spit back out.
Alright, good.
But I'm not doing it because of you. I'm doing it because of common sense.
Wasn't expecting you to do it just for me, don't worry.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Have you ever been engaged or married?
Aye. Engaged, aye.
Really?
Aye.
You see Nem kind of pause, like she's gonna say something, but then she realizes that she said this before to someone else.
Not married, engaged. It was in my younger days, much younger, you know. It was an arranged marriage, actually.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Aye. My something of my dad, one of the other clan chiefs arranged. Fuck, who are they now? bollocks it was. It might have been the Firehammer. I can't remember. It was so fucking long ago. But basically, it was, classic. Hey, let's get these two clans closer together. So let's marry off one of our sons with one of your daughters. And it was that kind of situation. Met her a few times. Nice lass. Not great looking, but yeah, she was alright. This is when I was like 40, so I was wee.
Well, usually they try to get it in young, but
I think I've been engaged now. I mean, not romantically, but it's okay.
right. Then what about romantically?
Yeah, you see Trothan look a bit forlorn. Well, relationships were banned, and wardens, they didn't like brothers, fraternizing and shagging. They didn't really go with the message, too many people to murder,
Well, I mean, if you're both men... Wait, but... I suppose that doesn't make sense if I'm with Fortune.
What are you going on about?
Just...
Can I roll perception to see if I heard that? If Trothan heard those mutterings?
Sure.
Yay! Hold on. Left character sheets, please. That'd be annoying. Perception. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
definitely heard Nem secretly discussing sexuality with herself.
I was like, what's going on? You said something about Fortune there. What's up?
Well, I'm sure it's clear by now that we are
Aye.
intimate.
You're in love, aye.
Okay, love is yes, but it's a strong word that I don't feel comfortable with other people saying it.
You don't hide it well, lass.
Nem's face is just bright red.
Well, it's okay. Don't worry. There's nothing. You do realize there's nothing wrong with, loving another woman. There's literally no shame in it. You do get that, right?
It's just not very traditional.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I talking to the Nemesis Thallow who kicked out her own family, who went against almost every tradition that Jirahanian wrote down, and she's the one talking about what's traditional and what's not.
I don't know. There's this weird sense of guilt with the whole thing.
Let me guess. You were told your whole life that you were destined to go and marry off some man, right?
Yes.
So of course it feels weird and guilty and a little bit shameful, the fact that, you found love but not in a man, Of course it's going to feel a bit weird, but it's not. Trust me, it's not. Got nothing to be ashamed about. You and Fortune, and I think, make a great couple, and you're damn lucky to found each other,
Well, I guess that leads me to my next question. Is, if, say, you were together with someone for a couple of months, do you think that it would be too soon to ask for an engagement?
Honestly, it depends.
Because, I think it's too soon. I think, there's so much there.
Grown, when I was younger, I knew people who would, meet in a pub, and then within a month were had moved in together and were pumping out babies at a rate of knots.
Nemesis looks absolutely disgusted at that.
Well, but then I know people who, life partners who never actually, properly, made it official. But honestly, it's just do whatever. Do what I can't decide these kind of things for you. And I think it's a case by case basis. This kind of stuff. Like if you in your heart of hearts feel it's too soon, then I don't know. You need to talk to this through with Fortune, not me.
I did talk to her about how I feel about the whole thing. I just wanted a second opinion to know if I was correct in my feelings. I am not very used to any of this, and I don't know the proper behavior.
Hold on, let me start a poll quickly.
Oh my god.
God.
Little ass. Nem. I'm no expert when it comes to this. As you can see, I haven't got a message thrust on the hang of my arm. But just when it comes to shite like this, there's no right or wrong answer. This is what you and your heart of hearts fear is right that moment, So if you think she's fantastic and brilliant, you don't want to let her go for it. But if you have that grain of doubt, I don't know, but
It's not a matter of doubt. Of course I think she's wonderful. It's just... I don't like it. It's too messy.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's what? Just a shiny ring you both wear. That's it, really, isn't it?
Is that what you feel it is?
I mean, things don't have to be as clear-cut and official as, oh, now we've done a wee little ceremony. We're officially, wife and wife, I guess,
I was just taught that when you marry someone, you aren't exactly you anymore.
What, you mean like you're owned by your husband or something?
Like you're a collective.
God, your mom of yours really put some shite in your head, you know that?
I had an idea, yes.
Just because you marry someone doesn't mean you lose yourself. You're still Nem, You're still yourself. You're not a big mashed together corpse of a fucking creature shambling about with 4 arms and 4 legs and 2 voices, You're still people.
I've seen those before. I guess it comes back to the same problem for me.
What? Would your god be pissed off with you marrying a woman?
No, it's the same question that has been pounding in my head this entire time. Everyone says, you're still Nemesis. And immediately my brain thinks, well, great. Who's that?
I know a few things about, finding yourself and your identity and what you're about, so when you get to that state of, a definitive crossing point in your life, you got to think more like, who do you want to be? Who in an ideal world, what kind of person, thinking outside of my own self, would I want myself to be,
Is that where you're at right now?
That's what I'm trying to be, aye.
Then I guess we both got the same problem.
Aye. in my case, it's save a clan and not, bring too much pain to the world. And I guess you, it's, I don't know, get married to a sneaky tiefling.
I want... I want to be happy. And I want to make others happy. I am sick of being acid in people's mouths.
If it makes you feel any better, then you've never been that to anyone here. You do know that, right?
Sometimes I'm not sure.
For me, it's more the case of I want to be able to, look in a mirror or in a puddle, in a trough of water and not see a fucking monster staring back at me, That's what I want.
I think I can understand that.
Anyway, I suppose at the end of the day, all we can literally do is just say, all you can just say is just say, my name is Nemesis, and I want to help people, I suppose, That's all we can do.
And what about you? What can you say?
Just at that, Trothan just sort of... Because where are we having this chat, by the way?
You pulled me to the side.
Yeah, you're the one that pulled to the side. I would assume you guys are still in the mixing pot.
Yeah. Okay. And at that, and when she says that, he sort of just does like a big sort of like holding back tears kind of sigh and walks off to the bar.
Okay.
This session has been really intense.
There's been a lot of one-to-one conversations here. Oof,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I can keep this going for the next 20 minutes. There's nothing big on the horizon, as far as I'm aware. So, is there anything that you all wish to do?
Spawn a Tarask in the middle of it now. I was trying to. I thought Nem and I have got to having a chat with Holmvik, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can fast forward to that, unless anyone else has got anything they want to do.
Yeah, I want to see if anyone else has anything that they want to do before that, because I think that's going to close us out.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Delson's just gonna keep playing some music, especially something he was composing.
Okay.
Just to try and attract some attention.
Alright, Gratian says he's doing nothing, so Valid and Fortune, you two doing anything?
Nope.
Okay. Alright.
I'm just gonna be working on statues.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. I heard a click. Fortune, was you about to say something?
Oh, she's just gonna walk around town.
Okay, alright. So, we'll fast forward then to midday, where the two of you are in the Fallen Grace.
Okay.
There's actually a handful of people here still. A few of them you recognize from the night before.
Excellent. Okay.
Holvik is kind of just sort of like leaning against the counter, just waiting. And when he spots the two of you, he opens the sides of the bar and beckons you through to the back room.
Okay.
You get to the back room. There's a few stools and such. And there's like a rickety old chair. He sort of like sits down on one of the stools, just kind of like looks to the two of you, looks up and says, "Sorry, lass, we don't get many tall folk here."
Cheers with me. Don't worry.
I figured. Given I gave her
taller than most, anyways.
I just kind of like looks around, and like he like points to essentially to a desk. That should be fine.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and like, I guess, sit down.
Yep.
On the desk.
Yes.
I just imagine. Yeah.
I'm just basically picturing like Buddy from Elf when he's in the North Pole and everything's tiny.
Pretty much, yeah. Except not to the extreme degree. Right. You want a meeting with me? What's up?
It's about the next council meeting, you know.
Aye.
Again, promise me you're going to.
I'm going to it. Kinda don't have a choice now, do I?
No, you don't really, to be honest. But we've had a, because you know what the next one's about, right? It's deciding
If
whether
we should
whether
get
or not
involved,
we want to
aye.
go to war, aye. Hold on, Gretchen, hold on one second. Pretty much, yeah. I've had a bit of a trying to figure out what artificial sort of stance on the whole thing is.
What the stance was that we're not taking part.
Well, I was at the time, aye, but minds change, and after talking to a few people and my good friend here, I've decided that, in my opinion, it'll be better if the dwarves help the Gerhanians with this war.
Okay. So you want me to vote for, or advise, I should say, that we partake?
Aye.
Despite the fact that we got no funds, we've got no men, we got no supplies.
We're working on it.
Aye. We can help how we can. Even if it's a single copper piece, we will be helping.
The other clans ain't going to be happy about it, Trofnar. They'll look at us, they'll see us not being able to pull as much weight as them. Dwarves are going to die for this. A lot of them.
Aye. Aye, they will. But do you know what would happen? If, either way, if Gilgamesh win, we'll die. If the Gerhanians win, the shame and the disdain will be felt for centuries. You get that?
I mean, the shame would probably only be for us, not for them. They tend to forget about the fact that they lost the war.
May I speak up?
Aye,
Of course.
what, you think this is made for an anarchy class? It's not like I got any authority. Besides, my sister already said that we can't exactly treat you below us just because we're clan leaders.
Well,
I roll my eyes at him calling us both clan leaders, by the way.
yeah. Do you know why we forget things like that?
Well, knowing how the Gerhanians are, it's because they don't like remembering that they lost.
To an extent, yes, you're right. But, at the same time, think about it this way. How long do you live?
Say about 400 years. 300?
How long do standard Gerhanians live, humans?
Humans? About a quarter of that.
It's easy to forget about something you've never participated in, isn't it?
Aye.
I remember being quite young and learning about this war. You know what I thought at the time?
What did you think?
Why am I learning this? This doesn't matter because it doesn't affect me. I can't remember it.
I sort of just looked fondly at Nemesis, sort of just like with a look of like, what point are you trying to make exactly? That kind of look.
The point is that a lot of the reason that you guys aren't joining is because of resentment to the Gerhanians, yes?
the main argument, aye.
I would say it's part of that and just part of the fact that, you know, the Jahanian kingdom is arguably one of the most advanced kingdoms in Ansor especially, but maybe even all of Karmora. You know, they've got...
And yet they're still struggling.
Aye. You say that, but what happened to Garazun? What's happening right now to Yalmort? They're not as all powerful as you might think, brother.
It's because it's a number issue. That's the problem. If
Exactly.
If Drar and Great Worm would just stop being such pissing dickheads and do what they agreed to do with Jurhan, they wouldn't be in this situation. Aye.
And there you've reached my point.
And
The point is that everyone's heads are so far up their asses that they can't see the big picture. They're all for themselves in this moment. So, what needs to happen is that the dwarves need to take their heads out of their asses and realize that this threat is bigger than they think. Bigger than any war with the Jurahanians that the Jurahanians can't even remember now.
Do you remember what happened last meeting? Our king told the High King himself told the envoy of the Gilmish horde to get out of his city and never come back. Do you think they're going to forget something like that?
no, and if I knew anything about Ross Silsmith, I'd imagine that he talks big. And I don't deny that he definitely hates the Johanians for what they did during the war. But he's not stupid. But at the same time, as I'm sure you're aware, lass, we dwarves are a little bit on the stubborn side. What he's worried about, probably, is that he doesn't just want to partake, no strings attached. I know you're gonna say, well, the fact that we're dealing with the Gilmesh Horde means there isn't any strings attached because we're doing them a favor. The last time that happened, Galero became a vassal kingdom to Jurhan. The last time that happened, Drar and Great Worm signed the agreement to bring them into military conflict whenever Jurhan needed it. Every time war has been involved with Jurhan, they've always tried to get something out of it. We are literally, outside of Ariel, who Jurhan fucking hates, we're literally the last ones here that have not been tied to Jurhan in a way that lets us, do what we want to do without having to worry about being forcibly conscripted into a war.
But if that happens, if Jurhan fight back the Gilmesh Horde, they would be definitively the single strongest power on this continent. What would stop them from carving up the entire surface world to their heart's content? We wouldn't. If the dwarves stay inside the mountains like cowards, we wouldn't even have a seat at the negotiating table. We wouldn't even be allowed inside the fucking room.
Are you saying if the Jurhanians win or the Gilmesh win? You're confusing me now, lad.
If the Gilmesh win,
Both.
if the Gilmesh win,
The
they'll
answer
batter down
is
these
both.
cities' walls they'll batter down the city's walls and massacre everyone inside. The Jurhanians win, they'll carve up the surface world to their heart's content and isolate us.
I don't think that that's what's going to happen. The Jurahanians have been decimated right now. They're not in any shape to go to war after the Gilmesh hordes, at least not right away.
Besides,
And you both have points. You both have points that the Jurahanians are assholes. I'm very well aware. I would know. I'm one of them. And I can see why the dwarves wouldn't want the short end of the stick. I can't make any promises for how the Jurahanians will behave. I know the people there, and I know that they are going to try to get something out of this. All I'm saying is that I'm banking on the fact that they are getting desperate. They say right now that they can hold them off, that it isn't as serious, but something's going to shift. And I think everyone knows that. You guys need to get involved while you can, before you're screwed either way. Then we can talk about negotiations.
Kind of like looks at the two of you. Looks back to you, Trufnar. What about the other clans? What have they said? You know, the ones that we got here right now.
Well, Elder's for it, but that's because she's bloodthirsty and just likes a fight. The slap
Aye, she's a little firecracker, that one.
The slab blades want to get involved, but only if they can guarantee when Garazun is repelled, it falls back solely into their hands.
Yeah, I confused that. Ild is part of the slap blades,
Oh,
and
shit, sorry,
stone
yeah.
heaths are the ones that want Garazun.
Sorry. I know I got the team mixed up. So yeah,
Just edit that word.
yeah. Do you want me to just say Stoneheath and just so you can edit in?
No, I'm not fucking editing any of this.
Okay, I'm just checking. And then, of course, the Jirhani ambassador wants us to help Jirhani out, and then representative of the Firehammers. I can't remember. Was the Firehammer? Did the Firehammers want to get involved? I can't remember.
No.
Well, the Firehammers, being here to the closest Dwarven hold, would be the front line, so they don't want to get involved just to save their own skin.
Let me guess. Terif was saying about, we got all these defenses, we got a pass, we've got, a wide open area, we got a narrow part. Basically the same shite she said when she spoke with the ambassador.
That is practically impregnable, aye.
Actually, that reminds me, it's not.
It's not what?
Impregnable.
Oh, aye. Platinum Hold certainly ain't impregnable. But the fact of the matter is, you gotta go through so much shit to get there.
Do you remember hearing about the Simics?
Aye.
We were there for that.
So I've heard.
And we found during that the amount of tunnels there, anyone could get in there and hide there.
Aye.
The fact is that there's more than you think there is. They had these constructs that came out of the ground, and I'm not even sure we found all of them. I'm not sure we found the whole facility.
I highly doubt we even found half of them. So essentially, all it would take is a Gilmesh to find one little pass up, one little tunnel up to the surface that the dwarves have forgotten about, and there you go. The city's taken. That's all it would take.
Oh, but it's a small tunnel, so it'd be a logistical nightmare, and they won't get. That's what she would say. She ain't a dwarf, but she might as well be.
I'm just pointing it out to you that there are problems with that argument.
Aye. Look, I remember what the king said, right? Your words take precedent over mine. If you tell me to do something, and I don't, and the king finds out, I'm in deep shit.
Aye.
So even if I was 100% against it, which I'm not, I have to go with it, don't I? The issue is that we're gonna get resistance. Yeah, we got the stone slabs. We got Ild, she'd be happy. She'd be going around the streets whooping and dancing and screaming. Lele, of course, she's an ambassador to Jirhan.
Well, isn't it just a matter of convincing the ones that have resistance?
Oh, Merrick is not gonna be convinced unless we get Garazun. Trust me. The few meetings I attended, he's been at this for at least 50 years. Tariff is also, as I say, stubborn. You'll find the most stubborn dwarfs here are Mithril and Platinum Hold. I don't think the king wants to sit idly by, but he needs to get something out of it, and the Jurhans can't get anything else out of it outside of a victory in the war. I think that's the conundrum that we're sitting with here. If the Jurhanians can give a guarantee, or at least a few guarantees of stuff, then probably he'd be willing to order the troops in.
What if someone were to have access to the people in charge of this whole thing on the Jurahanian side?
Oh, you've had a few ambassadors come through here and there. Start of the war, we had a few people come in asking for support. We told them to piss off, because they didn't offer us anything. Let's talk of a trade deal, though. You know, war supplies for coin.
Not just an ambassador, but someone who may have an actual voice there.
What are you thinking?
See, that's not something that I can decide.
I'm thinking. My brother contacted me that my parents had left and that he was going to rescind his title soon. But he didn't say that he had done it just yet. I may be able to pull a few more strings.
We don't have that kind of power.
What,
No.
Who's this Norium fella, anyway?
He is my older brother. And I don't think that he'd have that kind of power. But
Then we're
I know
kinda
who does.
We're kinda stuck, aren't we, then?
What I'm referring to is that my mother has that power.
What family you from again, lass?
I'm from the Thalos.
Oh, no chance. After what they did to us in Ulmendow, no chance.
I'm not saying that you could gain an alliance with the Thalos. I don't think that my mother would ever stand for that. But if someone can plant a little seed in her ear about possibly giving the dwarf something in return, it may help with negotiations.
It won't help, lass. Trust me, alright? Mithrahammer was all up in arms after what happened 15 years ago. Aye, they were happy that it was the wardens that were killed, but a lot of innocent dwarfs, and from what we've been hearing there, no, the king won't have any of that with a fellow. Doesn't care if she came on her hands and knees.
I'm sorry, Les.
If you know anyone else that's at least a bit receptive, that's your better chance, but the follows, no, you shit out of luck, lass.
We have our friends in Exeter,
Yeah, do it
Oh, the
honestly.
Ronas?
and we have Rogan.
Who?
He's not a noble, but he could speak to them.
Aye. Yeah, some
But yes, we do have more ties. It's just the first suggestion.
I'll bring it up in the meeting. Ask if they'd be willing to speak with someone from your Jurhanian High Council, whatever the fuck it's called.
Nobility.
Nobility, thank you, lass. See if they're willing to speak to that, but the demands are going to be pretty damn severe. But Lord Sellsmith might himself just say, give us Garazun.
Aye.
Then again, that itself would probably seal the deal.
What?
Meg,
Garazun.
aye. Well, a lot of dwarves believe that the giving away of Garazun was actually... How should I put it? We were tricked into giving it, is what some dwarves believe. We don't know. That's just hearsay that's been made over the last few years, that the agreement was that the Johannians get the bridge and we get Garazun. After all,
I thought that
we
the
named
dwarves built Garazun
Aye, we
as
did.
a sign of friendship.
Aye, and the bridges. But a lot of people, unfortunately, those that signed the original deal are long dead, but a lot of them believed that the bridge was there to signify the friendship, and Garazun would be a dwarven fortress, just to somewhat rub it into the Johannians that we're capable of building better defenses than them.
Well, I don't know, that strikes me as odd just because of what I was taught, and I'm sure that it will be seen, I suppose, kind of as an insult to take something that seemingly was a sign of friendship back, but...
Aye, it's all been agreed that the bridge was a sign of friendship, but it's pretty hollow given a lot of people believe that Garazun was stolen. I'm not one of those. I think we gave it willingly. But,
sounds like a conspiracy theory.
You get them all the time, you know. You get people believing one thing and those believing the others, you know. Like the
I
stuff they
think
use
that-
to make the water safe to drink is like manipulating it and such. We get those all the time.
I think that there might be a chance that they'd give the grasp, but also I think it would still come with strings. More don't maim us strings, but nonetheless strings.
Frankly, if I had to guess, and again, I'm no military man, I'm no strategics person, but I'd imagine that in exchange for partaking, Jerhan will want to look at the agreement again. It was absurdly one-sided.
Aye. We won the war, but lost everything.
No, the other way around. We won the war and gained
Fucking-
everything.
I'm sure that's what Trothnar and like a bunch of other dwarves think.
Did you
Yeah,
forget?
of course.
Did you forget
propaganda,
that?
innit?
Unfettered travel between the dwarven hordes, a lot of monetary compensation. We got our lands back, plus we got claim on several of the mountains, which is where Underrook was built, for example. We got a lot of stuff from that deal. I'd imagine they'd want
Point
some of
is
that back.
that there's going to be an eye for an eye.
Aye, and it depends on the demands. Well,
For
now, I'll go ahead and state what I think, then. That Clan Glowhammer thinks we should be involved. And obviously raise the question on if a member of the Johannian nobility showed up, if they'd be willing to negotiate for our participation in the war.
When's the next meeting again?
2 weeks from now. Don't worry, I've got it.
I was thinking, do you think we could get one of the Ronas down here on that time?
Isn't it like it's
Extra's
We
clear
changed
across
up-
the continent.
yeah, we changed up the travel times, but I still think that's too far away.
Well, keep in mind, to get from Elvengrow to Mithrilhammer, which are practically right next door, it took you 10 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way that we could get it in that time. Listen, just focus on trying to get the dwarves to at least think about it, or maybe go through multiple meetings, and we can try to get one of the Ronas involved.
If there's methods of long-range communication, they're not a big fan of using it, you know. See your fellow brothers face to face, not through some magical apparatus, but
I will take out a scroll of sending and give it to him.
Well, I wasn't referring to this, but aye, alright.
It's useful.
He sort of just places it on the table in front of him. Alright, when do you want me to use it then?
I'm not sure if we'll be still around for the meeting. Just, if we aren't, inform us of how it goes.
Aye.
Alright. If you do leave, then I'll be sure to let you know.
Alright, thank you. I think that closes it out, because we talked about, like, every problem that might come up.
Yeah, I think we're... Right.
I think we're good?
I think we're good. Can't guarantee a lot of movement. Remember, Glowhammers, weakest clan here. But if the Lord Hammer and the Slab Blade are willing to side with it as well, it can be a bit daft to just simply ignore it.
Yeah, exactly. Just one... It might not be worth much, but, one more voice added to the choir of trying to get him to do the right thing. Aye.
Aye, just gotta make sure Hill does not get drunk off her ass before it.
Well, I guess if she tries to come back, you and Nell need to keep an eye out for her.
That's fine. She's a smart enough lass know not to drink before the major meetings. Well, not drink much.
Aye, aye. Aye. Right, we should be off then.
Alright, if you're leaving Mithril Hammer in its forest, I'll see if I can get me hands on another one of these squirrels here. Let you know how the bidding goes.
Please do, and if Adam ever gets back to you about the invitation as well.
Aye, you're looking at a few months for it to get to Platinum Gold anyway.
I know, but she's important to me, alright?
Where do you plan to head anyway?
North, I think, isn't it?
We're going to head into Dragon Country.
Oh, to Dra. Trafnar?
Maybe we'll find
possible work
more
up there.
people there to persuade.
Trafnar?
Aye.
I heard stories about Kingdom of Dra, especially around the Carapace. I know you're a dwarf, but for the love of God, don't mine anything there.
Why? Because let me guess, even the rocks can breathe fire.
That's actually one of the things I've heard, but I've heard other stories about protectors and such.
Sakes. Aye.
If that's the case, though, you probably want to dress up warm, all of you, your friends included.
Aye, well, I've had a school up there.
Aye.
Aye. Thanks for the good word, brother.
Try not to get yourself killed, Trofnar.
You too, Holmbeck.
I'll be fine. At least for another 15 years.
Well, until when your tax collector spots you walking down the street, aye.
As I said, another 15 years. After that, I'm either fine or I'm fucked.
You and I both, brother. Take care.
Alright.
And I walk out the back room.
Okay. So you both leave the back room and return back to your comrades to prepare for the next leg of your journey, whatever that might be. That's what we're going to call it for this episode.
Woo! Jesus.
A lot of intense talks and more politics.
Politics!
Much fun.
I love politics. I was like in it.
Yeah. That was some good stuff from Nemesis, actually.
That was fucking intense though.
Yeah.
Like, it was up and down and up and down.
Up and down and all around.
That was...
Graves. We dug out of those graves.
Yeah.
We saw someone eat 8 gold worth of meals.
I don't know if you guys, because I don't know if the webcam works as such, but when Nemesis was just digging that hole, I was just like mimicking it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was having fun watching that.
I just like... I mean, I knew that it wasn't gonna go well for Fortune inherently. And Anna apparently knew too that like she wasn't going to say yes.
They've only been together for 2 to 3 months.
Coming into this.
Yeah, no, like, see, Nemesis was like, you know, we've only been together for like 3 months. Like, pump the brakes.
It kind of reminds me of that one TikTok video of someone like watching a marriage proposal. It's like, oh, that's cute, and it's like, we met 10 days ago. What?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's a very Fortune thing to do, but still, I knew from the second that ring was brought up, like, oh no.
But Peach, I told you, no matter what Fortune does, it could not be worse than Dermot in the RP.
Yeah. See, but the thing is like, Nem, I don't think Nem would ever say yes to a proposal, like, the first time. It's not gonna happen. Like,
clearly.
there are so many issues to unpack with her that we went through with Trostnar. Like, one, the issue of them being, you know, only together for 3 months. 2, how Nem was taught that, you know, marriage is not a whole, like, you know...
It's not for, like, love or what you want.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
marriage is a tool. Yeah.
It's a tool that you lose yourself in. And 3, Nem doesn't even know, like, who she is. Like, there's just so much there.
Fortune being like, yeah, you're still gonna be with an asshole, but at least there's no chance of you being a baby factory with me.
That was really funny. Like, she said that, and I thought that was really funny, but I think Nem was just horrified at that moment.
On a complete side note as well, that's the arm wrestling tournament.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I honestly thought that either Gash or... what's her name? The dwarf woman. Ild. Yeah, I thought that either of them were gonna win, and then it turns out that they didn't. And, like, I'm fascinated by this, like katana-wielding lady, but at the same time, I'm kind
not
of
a bounty
scared.
hunter who's going to try to kidnap you later. Definitely not.
Right? Yeah.
like
who the fuck knows? There's no way that it's just 200 gold for Nem. Come on.
Are you sure?
I mean, her mom might be pissed and just, like, done that to spite her. That'd be really funny. But just thinking about it, like, still, people are gonna be on that.
That's very funny that it was mentioned, like, yeah, with Gash, where it's like, oh, how do you know that, lady? I was trying to hunt her. Didn't go well.
And all of the room is just like, oh no.
Bounty hunters and adventurers are strong people.
Yeah.
I've made it clear that in this world, it's not like, it's very Final Fantasy 14-esque, where it's like, yeah, you're stronger than average, but there's people that can still kick your ass.
Yeah.
And there are still strong individuals. So, like, you know, Gash is a strong individual.
Yeah, it's just like, Jesus. That whole time I was like, for fuck's sake, Gash.